This Kinda Funny happy hour was part of our 9-year Kinda Funny Day anniversary stream. If you enjoy it, get the Kinda Funny membership either on youtube.com/kindafunnygames or patreon.com/kindafunny to get our shows ad-free, watch live as we record them, and get a daily exclusive show. If you want to be part of the next Kinda Funny happy hour on January 24th at 3 p.m. Pacific, head over to Patreon and support today. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Kinda Funny Happy Hour, your specialized perk here on patreon.com/kindafunny. Of course, you're at the $25 or above level, which means we have your Discord, and you can call in to be on a show with us that only you will get to see. So here we are. Of course, like Tim already said, if you're watching live on our stream, this is our 9th anniversary. This one's a little bit differently. We are broadcasting this one on YouTube and Twitch. So we're here to hang out, see what's up, and go through it. As always, the usual rules of Kinda Funny apply. We like you, we appreciate you, we love you. Can't do this without you. Thanks for coming in. If you want to come in, though, and you think you're going to troll us or whatever, we're just going to hang up on you and remind you, of course, we don't put up with douchebags. But I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
And if it does, Mike gets fired.
Knock on wood.
Don't you do it, people.
Let's go to the parking lot and prank. Let's get a little Discord and call in.
So, Joey, who's our first caller?
Our first caller is one Lexi Gunner.
Lexi Gunner!
Oh.
I have to figure out how to do this with my left hand.
It's
Lexi Gunner has been invited to speak and will hopefully...
Go Cowboys.
I'm not trying to be first.
Are you there?
Oh, you're
sorry.
first. You're first. Sorry, Lexi.
You were the first one on the
Nice
list.
try, Lexi!
I was so not trying to be first. Okay.
Welcome.
So, do I just go or?
Yeah, you're on the show. What's up, Lexi? How are you? First off, let me thank you.
pressure.
Lexi, you're a name we've seen for years and years and years around here. Thank you so much for all the support.
Thank you. I love you guys.
We love you.
So I'm gonna put this one out. I've been drinking because I'm watching the Pistons, and that's the only way I can watch them.
Sure.
So I'm gonna keep this short. Can I ask a question to Kevin?
Oh!
Right off the rip.
Give me just a second to grab him.
Yeah, hold on. Barrett's got to grab him. Kevin's giving a tour right now.
We're gonna grab Kev.
Kev, need grab.
Caveman.
Hey,
Well, you
Lexi,
sit
sorry
talking all
about
the time.
that.
Hey Kev.
No, you're fine. So I just always wanted to give you your props on your IG stories with your cocktail making, and just wanted to know, is that going to continue? Do you have a favorite?
I mean,
Yeah,
thank you
okay.
very much. Really appreciate that. Definitely going to continue. I love making a holiday drink. This is, I think, the first year where I didn't make a new holiday drink, but the Snowball is definitely my favorite.
Snowball.
Oh,
it's pretty good.
So good.
Kevin, I saw a lot of people wanting the recipe during Christmas time. Can you give it out off the top of your head?
Yeah. Actually, I put it on Reddit too. I responded to there was a post out there. Anyway,
There's also a Christmas vlog we did years ago where you walked through like how to make it.
Yeah, because you do have to do it a little bit of special way, or else it curdles, which is not bad for you. No one has to freak out about that. But it is equal parts.
I don't trust you.
No. That's how that works. It's equal parts vodka, half and half, and limeade concentrate.
Like the frozen one?
It's
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah, so what you want to do is get the limeade concentrate and the vodka, blend those, and while the blender is going, pour in the half and half. That way it blends together and it doesn't curdle. But man, it's
okay.
good stuff.
It sounds good. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
no
Lexi.
problem. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Lexi.
Lexi.
I love you all.
Love you
Love
too.
Love you, Lexi.
Love you, Lexi.
Mike, let's get some margaritas going. You know.
Oh, yeah. Is Margs an option? I don't think Margs is. I mean, it could be. I'm not saying it's not an immediate option.
Yeah.
I
It
mean,
would take a
there's
quick
across
run
the
over
street.
to the liquor
Yeah.
store, but that can happen.
Yeah.
We have an hour and 15 minutes
You're down
left
at Cool
on
Greg.
this stream. I'm happy to go.
But we are
You
up with
want
Kevin.
Margs.
Kevin just left that room, so
I mean,
Don't
Kevin could be the
Kevin.
next question as well. This could just be Kevin.
This is
That
true.
would be amazing.
We all go and just leave Kevin here.
real quick though, people in the chat are asking how to be a part of this.
Yes. So if you are a Kinda Funny Happy Hour Patreon, I put up a post that gives you instructions. You got to connect your Discord account with your Patreon account, and then it'll show our little server, and then you just click that and join it, and then you'll see the stage toward the bottom.
That's
So
cool.
patreon.com/kindafunny. The Discord level is the $25 level. Of course, that gets you all the benefits of the Kinda Funny membership at the $10 thing, which of course is where we're saying our content's worth it. $10, Kinda Funny membership. Anything above that is just gravy.
Cool. We ready for the next one?
We're ready.
Oh yeah.
Up next, we have one Joshy G
Joshy G!
In the chat.
in
The Trog's coming through in force today.
What's up?
Hello.
What up? Oh,
How's it
Josh.
going, everyone?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. I didn't know what to actually say, but I just want to say how easily influenced I am after watching this stream.
Oh, no.
I'm looking tomorrow. I'm gonna get some wings.
Good.
Okay.
I'm gonna get some marks.
Absolutely.
Are you
Going
going
to Colombia?
Columbia?
That's what I was afraid of. I was afraid you had money. He's taking Mike's advice.
Mike, I got a tab open looking at some Timberlands right now.
Thanks, Josh.
While we're talking about the
Put your foot
Timberlands,
up.
sorry, really quick. Yeah, what's with the putting the foot up on the table?
That's
I mean,
what
you gotta
do.
show 'em off,
boo.
Joe, you
gotta
know what I
boo.
mean?
You gotta put it on the table.
Thanks,
Joe.
Nick.
You know what I'm talking about?
Why do
It's
they
so
do
heavy,
this to
you gotta
each
have
other?
the table take a little the weight off of these boots.
I'm sorry for the interruption, Joshy G. Continue.
It's all good, all good. No, I was gonna come in and ask Tim, where's that Final Fantasy 16 spoiler cast? But I don't want to keep asking him about that.
Look, it's a great question. Believe it or not, I am still working on it behind the scenes. There's things going on. DLC 1 is out. It was awesome. DLC 2 on the way. So
Oh,
it'd
yeah.
be silly
I'm
to do a
excited for
spoiler
that.
cast at this point before finishing part 2. Is that an excuse? 100%. But real
yeah,
talk,
no.
I'm working on it. I want to do something. It is getting harder the farther away we get.
Yeah.
I don't remember things as much.
Yeah,
you know
no, I
what
don't remember
mean?
a thing that happened.
I mean, that's
Are we
tough.
gonna get the Final Fantasy 16 spoiler cast or the Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth spoiler cast?
Yeah,
first?
exactly. That's a good question. But I want to do that for sure. And me and Ben have been talking a bit. Ben Starr, I want to get him
name
involved.
drop.
I feel like that would be awesome. And there's just, politics at play. So we're trying to figure that out. It's all good stuff, but it's just, gotta play the game.
Question for the room.
Sure.
Do you think you struggle more to remember video game details or movie details?
Video games.
Yeah.
Video games. Yeah.
I say video games, and I imagine it's just because they're longer and there's more, like so many more hours. So what the hell happened at hour 8 or
story,
something?
most of the time, 90% of the time is garbage. in
Shut
video
up! You didn't
games,
play
so it's
games.
like, who cares
You
the
love
story?
RoboCop.
I played the first 30 minutes of it.
Yeah, I was like sitting the other day and I was like, what happened in that Spider-Man 2 video game?
No, real talk. I was too.
Yeah.
Like, thinking,
I'm
I was
like, Venom came through
Yeah.
at some point.
and it's not good.
Yeah, no, there was a lizard, I think.
I think.
No, not so much that, but I've always been very impressed with Greg, that he could watch or play anything and then just say it all. I mean, the lyrics of songs, he knows those.
The Santa
He
Claus.
once gave the Santa Claus in review without any preparation,
Yeah, yeah.
which is absolutely
What did
wild.
he do
or
this-
request.
You just did that with
Or a request.
That's true.
I wanted to shout out real quick. The other day, Greg was like, "Hey, can we get maybe something made for kind of funny game showdown? Because I'm planning on like being a real like asshole." And I was like, "Man, really stretching your wings, huh? Like really trying to like flex your range right there with your acting. That's good for you, Greg. That's good for you." He's always such a nice guy.
Another
on
fucking
camera.
Snape
Yeah.
voice, you piece of shit.
I'm blown away though, because Greg can like get the plot, like remember all these things. I'm like, I cannot do that, even for things I love deeply. And I'll play a game. Or
But how do you
whatever.
do music? Because you remember like music so
Yeah.
well, and so that's always crazy to me.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
Repetition, though, right? Like music, you've listened to the songs 5,000 times. Video games is hard, right? You're talking about what's the average like playthrough time of a video game right now?
I'd say 20 hours.
20 hours, right?
Yeah.
That's if you're thinking about it, average movie time is 2 hours. So that's 10 movies. You can watch a movie 10 times in the time it takes you to play one video game. That's why I've seen RoboCop 400 times.
I remembered like those 2 side quests in Spider-Man 2 that made me tear up way more than the rest of the story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's about moments.
Yeah.
I think.
All right,
Oh,
who's up
for a
next?
second,
Joshy G.
I thought Barrett was cracking ice over there. For a second, I was like, yeah,
No,
we're
we've
doing
got some dead
bars.
mics, I feel like.
Oh, we're Mike's allowed. Got it.
Joshy G, do you have any other questions?
I was just gonna let me get off, but let me say, Greg, you don't have to apologize to the PC people.
I wasn't wrong. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing, Joshy.
You don't have to apologize to them.
Joshy, don't.
Thank God. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't want this.
Don't do that.
to keep-
Oh no,
I'm
don't
glad we
worry.
get to punt that bit for another month.
They're all waking
Thanks,
up
Joshy.
anyway right about now, getting ready to log on, farm some gold.
You're not wrong.
That's the sad thing. He's got us.
Thank you, Joshy G.
Thank you, Joshy.
Next up, we have DJ Brad Chill.
Oh!
This is very exciting. Also, our list keeps getting longer. This is fun.
Perfect.
DJ Brad Chill, are you here?
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Are you in the room with us?
It's like a
God, I
seance.
wish. Nah.
No, it's good. It's cool. I'm glad you guys are, made it to 9 years. I've been watching since 2016. So hope you guys had a great New Year, had a great holiday. So good.
Here's
to
my
see you
question
guys
before
back.
you go. Here's my question. DJ Brad Show. 2016, how'd you find us?
I started watching IGN podcasts,
Sure.
like Unlocked and Beyond and stuff like that, and then just kind of gradually moved into you guys. I don't probably from like a partnership or something like that.
Got it.
Was it the Taco Bell video?
Might have been.
Oh,
It
that
was
was in
not.
2016.
Jesus
Damn.
Christ, that was an event.
Literally one of the most iconic kind of funny moments that aren't specifically kind of funny, but it was just like in terms of who we are, where it was a IGN branded Taco Bell stream. And the IGN people didn't want to do it. So they're like, hey, kind of funny guys, will you come to IGN and do this stream sponsored by Taco Bell? And we're like, fuck yeah.
Will you feed us Taco Bell?
We were so stoked about it because, yeah, that was back. There was a rule at IGN where they weren't allowed to eat on content or whatever of the sponsor stuff. But then we're like, we'll fucking eat Taco Bell.
House tacos from Taco Bell.
Greg, do you want to take the story from here?
Here it is.
Oh
I
no.
forgot all about that.
I think this was in like the first 3 months of me working at IGN too.
The ultimate memory for this will always be that on their little punishment wheel back there, did we bring the wheel or was that? It doesn't matter. There was one on there of like basically it wasn't, but like go out there and fuck with IGN editorial or try to sneak into IGN editorial.
It's Kyle has it there. It was the birth of Where's Nick.
Right, where Nick would go hide. They had a camera in IGN editorial. Nick would go hide out there, and we'd have to identify where he was. That's Oransky.
What the fuck?
But the best thing about it, here it is. The best thing about it,
I forgot what you said.
and that's the moment. That's actually the moment too. The best thing about that, and the creepiest part about it was, Nick went out there, crawled up to Damon, and Damon literally was like, "What the hell are you doing?" Like not playing. Like I'm trying to work. What are you doing? And Nick's like, "Oh, I'm trying to sneak in for the stream." And he's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "You guys are on camera right now." None of them knew there was a camera on them. The entire-
Oh my god. That's
Hilarious.
hilarious.
The picture of you grabbing Dorno looked like that's the footage that they show on the news from like this man. We were looking for this man.
I think I'm abducting a child. Come with me, Mio.
It looks
Let's go.
hilarious.
So unwilling. Anyway, sorry for the tangent. DJ Brad Chill, do you have a question?
Yeah, I've got a two-parter. All right. So if you're into gaming, if you guys have a most anticipated game for 2024, what is it? And then the second one is a really good Would You Rather if you guys are up
Fun.
for it.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, let's start with number one first, and then we'll save the Would You Rather.
Yeah, you guys. Oh wait.
Gaming wise?
Yeah. Sorry.
I'm just jumping into it. It's not confirmed, but like, let's just hope and pray it is the Nintendo Switch sequel, whatever it is. Like I am waiting on bated breath for it to just become official. And what are we getting? A new 3D Mario?
I was
We
gonna
are,
say,
yes.
have to.
We
We
are,
have to.
man.
What does
hear-
it launch with? Yeah.
I didn't hear clearly the question. It was the what?
Most anticipated game in
Oh, most
2024.
anticipated. I mean, I don't think you launch with Mario. I mean, in a dream world, I think you launch with Metroid Prime also, right? Like we've been waiting forever for Metroid Prime 4 to come out. I think that'd be sick as hell. crazy. That's awesome. Yeah, and like it'd be such like a perfect storm if that were to come through. I'm
Okay.
excited for this Metaphor ReFantasio game. I know that's like deep in the bag, but like that's it's the game for the people that made Persona 4 and Persona 5,
Yeah.
right? And like it's a brand new RPG, brand new IP, and I think that game looks super rad, and it like looks a bit more, I guess, like mature, or at least it has a different vibe than what you get out of the Persona stuff, where you're playing as high schoolers that are invading people's minds or whatever, right? Like more fantasy, more weird, more messed up looking monsters. Yeah, I'm very excited about that.
Can I throw one thing out there?
Yeah.
Are you anticipating for Switch 2, like enhanced Switch games being a thing?
I know this is crazy,
Lay it on me.
but I really think that Nintendo has learned a lot, and the WNDs are still going to be there. But I think we've even seen they've gotten less consistent in always being weird. And I think that the Switch 2 is going to allow a shocking amount of your old games just run better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
In
'Cause-
addition to enhanced versions that you can buy, though.
See, because my thought would have been for a launch game, oh man, how great would it be if there was a new Animal Crossing? But then it's like, well, that's too soon. But then what if it was just, hey, we're doing enhanced Animal Crossing and it comes with new content and runs better and all that jazz. Interesting. Joey, what's your most anticipated game?
I don't keep up with what's coming out as much as you guys do, but the thing that I think is closest maybe is the Persona 3.
Sure, Reload.
remake. Very excited for that.
Okay. Nikki?
I don't know any games that are coming out next year.
Pleasure.
Another
Thanks for being
Warzone?
part of the show.
I mean, okay, let's just define the vibe of happy hour right now. It's a chill vibe, okay? I abstain from answering any questions from here on out.
We're at a bar at E3.
There's 30 of you on this
Music's
place.
I
fine.
appreciate that he was also just looking at some motorcycle
How
helmet.
sick are these fucking helmets?
Nick and Mike, man, they're a problem.
It's sick, bro.
That looks like a diver helmet. That looks like you're about to go
Any
deep
given
sea
time,
diving.
If a tidal wave comes and all the cars stop, I get on a motorcycle. You fuckers are dead.
So
Nick-
what good is
That looks like a helmet. That helmet.
for a helmet gonna do you in
That helmet looks like the next time somebody gets lost looking for the Titanic, you wear it and you go get them. You know what I mean?
Right? It looks like a helmet someone would. You
Looks
can't see
stupid.
It.
Great.
Thanks,
That
Nick.
someone would wear
Yeah.
if they like had a flamethrower as their
Yeah, it does look like
You know what I
low-key Firefly cosplay.
that's cool.
Michael?
NCAA football, of
Oh
course.
my God!
Come on, big dog. Cannot wait for the pageantry and all the fun. But I'll give you another good one.
No, you had one. You said it. Don't steal it. Don't
football. I don't
steal
want
one of mine
another
because that's a great one. That would have been on my list.
Okay, good.
And what's the deal? We're probably getting a trailer this weekend, right? Of the football championship.
NCAA college football championship going down Monday.
You're gonna do a creative
Goddamn
franchise
lie.
for the Mizzou?
Yeah, we're gonna do a
Oh,
creative
Build our dynasty, bro.
We're gonna shut your streaming lab down for a week and just play.
Okay.
We're gonna tailgate every day too.
How many bowls does college football have?
Jesus.
How many bowls?
Like there's the Super Bowl, right, for NFL? How many bowls does college football have?
Don't they have like a bowl for each area? Isn't it
Yes.
like, because I remember being in the U of I and there being like a bowl for like whatever the Big Ten was or whatever.
The answer is infinite.
Is it just unlimited bowls?
Let me see. Can I try to name
Because
3?
isn't there like a cherry bowl?
You can come on now. Don't.
But they
Okay.
also change
The
from year to year,
pineapple
right?
bowl? Tostitos bowl. Right?
That's probably one, yeah?
Isn't the pineapple bowl one?
No, I don't think so.
That's
Maybe that was
Florida?
a Hawaii one? I don't know.
I thought it was Hawaii. If it was Hawaii, no, it must have been Hawaii.
But like, here's the thing: with all the college realignment stuff, all that stuff, it's a whole different
Oh, it's a
story.
whole
All
thing?
those important bowls are like gone now, pretty much.
The
Like
Tostitos bowl was always my favorite because it was a double entendre.
What about the Pop-Tart bowl?
that
there
just
a
happened.
Pop-Tart?
Yeah.
Is that the way they brought the big pop?
Yeah. That one
They
just
couldn't
happened.
wait 5 seconds. I got to carve into this fucking Pop Tart the second it comes out.
Man.
Yeah.
Let me get the B-roll of it first.
For me, I'm gonna say NCAA high on that list. Honorable mention to Helldivers, but I'm gonna say Star Wars Outlaws.
Oh shit.
That does look good.
Yeah.
The easy answer is like Silk Song or Elden Ring, but I'm gonna go with one that I was reminded of on a Games Daily the other day. Hyper Light Breaker.
Oh,
yeah.
Very
That's a
excited
good
for
one.
Hyper Light Breaker.
All right, what's the would you rather? We're gonna go the opposite way now. Andy to Tim.
Oh,
Oh, that's fun.
All right.
snake.
So this one destroys my friend group every time we discuss it.
Oh no.
Would you rather fight 10,000 Red Island Christmas crabs or 2 fully trained pit bulls to the death?
Oh.
You
I
are
don't-
in a football arena.
Okay.
The only thing you have are steel-toe boots.
I don't know anything about these
Ooh.
crabs.
How big
They're
are these crabs?
they're tiny. They're like an inch across, like inch and a half across, but
What
there's
are they called?
10,000 of them.
10,000.
Red Island Christmas crabs.
So they're not giant enemy
need a
crabs.
picture of
They're
these
not the
crabs.
dancing crabs from
Eric,
the
can you pull up a
dance
picture of these
parade.
crabs?
Yeah, I need to see these crabs.
I think the biggest question is like, what's their level of aggression?
Yeah. Are these
What sort of
crabs
animosity
chill?
does
Are they
they
That's a
have?
great
Docile?
question. Yeah.
No. So the both pit bulls and the crabs, their only goal is to kill you.
Oh fuck.
I mean,
okay.
dude, Kev, go back to the picture that you just had. Like,
I'd
this
fuck up.
guy is in a I'm gonna fuck you up position.
These dudes are crawling on my bow, like
Yeah,
tearing me up from
this-
inside.
this-
Yeah,
gonna
but
be real
maybe,
bad.
but maybe it's that one day where you're like, I'm a little constipated, and they're gonna help you clean it all out. You don't know what these crabs are doing.
I mean, he just told us.
That's not 2,000. That's less than 2,000, and that looks terrifying.
Yeah, but he's lame.
I'm
with
taking
that.
those over 2.
I thought you said they were an inch
appreciate-
across. These motherfuckers are huge.
I'm not
I
fighting 2 fully
appreciate
trained
this.
pit
Well,
bulls.
we're only fighting inch across ones,
Oh.
based on what he's saying. Okay.
Holy shit.
But imagine that coming out after you.
Listen, I'm not happy about any of these situations. I'm 1,000, especially, and I'm in a football field. Fuck yeah. Okay, great. And it's just gonna be me fucking charging back and forth, cleaning it up. You know what I mean? I'm just run. Yeah,
Oh, you're
don't-
stomping on these?
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
yeah,
what
yeah.
are you gonna do? Get down and fucking
know.
punch it? No.
Just rolling
like it's like, yeah, I'm gonna get winded, but I'm gonna have mashed out a nice little runway there, right?
Yeah.
Where I can take a breath, hopefully, get some distance. And it's that thing of like, I've seen crabs. I've never been that impressed.
had 'em.
You know what I mean? And it's that idea of like, if they see,
So was his general region.
This is in rare form.
thundering end zone to end zone, right? They're not moving fast enough. that they can contemplate the fucking physics to grab my shoes and get, you know what I mean? Like, I'm smush.
Yeah.
Again, when I get slow, and then when I get slow, and then I'm taking big steps. That's the one thing you're not thinking of. Because running in, then, oh, you're gonna get tired, Greg, sure. But I've mashed out a good angle of them, right? And so then it's this
You're
thing.
working like Frankenstein.
Where it's like the guys who were here, right there, they thought they were gonna get the next foot, right? So they're like, hey, but these motherfuckers, they were thinking they had a break. You know what I mean?
I think it's the fact that you can't do anything against 2 fully trained pit bulls.
No, you're fucked.
They're fucking you.
They're gonna run your ass down.
I have no prayer there. Whereas I think against these crabs, I have some.
Correct.
I can have some effect.
With that much space, you have to hope to like. It's like you're doing the double Ogdo Bogdo fight in Star Wars, Jedi Survivor. You gotta like hope to kind of stun and fuck up one, and then maybe I could just deal with the other one for a while. But I just pictured like, all right, this fight's about to start, and you hear 2 voices go, dale. It's just 2 pit bulls coming at you.
Fully dance trained.
Fireball.
2 Mr. Worldwides. It's 2 worlds.
2 worlds, man.
Can't take on 2 worlds.
I'd do the crabs. I would have to do the crabs.
I'd
Yeah, the
do the
pit bulls, I
crabs.
couldn't take on one. That thing would fucking tear me to shreds. Unless it was like, they're like the size of a corgi type pit bull, but same, I don't know, but.
You know what you do if, and again, this only works with one. If you got two dogs coming at you, I can't help you much. But if you ever get one, right, and they bite down on your arm, you shove your arm in deep. That's what you do. You get behind their teeth that way, and then you fuck them up real good.
Damn.
But like, how do you do the fuck them up real good part?
You you never
break
thought
the
about
neck,
this?
snap the neck.
His eyes lit up.
Oh my god! You've heard the whole thing of like, I'm just begging to take my shoes and socks off and fight somebody in the streets.
Yeah.
I've thought about it with a dog for sure.
Is the shoes or the socks and shoes like mandatory?
Yeah, because I feel like
what
that's
advantage does that give you?
crazy. That establishes
Not a
to
tactical,
whoever
physical
we've popped
advantage.
off some pop collar idiot in the marina, somebody who got mad at me about how I parked or whatever. I'm like, and he says, "You want to go?" I'm like, "I do. Hold on." Take off my shoes. Like, what the fuck is about to happen?
Take your shoes off. The pit bulls are like, fuck, I don't know. I don't want this shit.
TV rating. We don't want any of that.
They're looking like, burr, 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 burr.
My God.
Yesterday during lunch, I went to there's like a sandwich shop that's like around the corner from where I live, and I go there, I park, and as I'm walking from my car to the sandwich shop, which is like 10 feet away, like not a far walk at all, I start walking and I hear like a aggressive like bark. And like I did a jump that looked like Roger skipping, where like it was
So
like
embarrassing.
Yeah, like a legit like hop, like I almost lose balance. So I look, and it's like the smallest poodle inside of a car. Like it has like no way of getting to me. And it's the smallest dog ever. But like even that alone, I was like I
Instilled
can't
fear.
feel. Yeah, like aggressive dogs are very scary.
I think, dude, straight up, the question could have been like 1 pit bull or 10,000 crabs, and I think that'd be as tough of a match. But not according to Greg.
We've got some delusional friends though that feel like the crabs will like turn into like the fucking plankton hand from SpongeBob and like form into mallets or like weapons and shit.
They're not that coordinated though. Are they?
It is that thing
exactly,
of like
exactly.
you get bogged down.
It feels
you
like
get
the
too
World
many
War
on
Z
you,
zombies.
you got
where
a
they
big
just
problem. Yeah.
I think that's
stack up on top of each other.
I think it's a better way to die than the pit bulls.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather get taken out by the 10,000 crabs than 2 pit
The
bulls.
pit bulls are gonna kill you faster.
Yeah, pit bulls would kill you faster.
Yeah,
It's gonna
but
be
like
death by 1,000 pinches.
I feel like it'd be the thing. Like I picture it, I'm like, I don't want to go through that. Like I picture like a pit bull biting me on the arm and then fucking like swinging me around, and like the other pit bull like grabbing me, like getting dragged across the football field. I feel like that's a way worse way to
See,
go.
and again, that's where it gets exciting for me. One dog. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm getting fucked up, but like it's fight or flight. So when that dog bites, he's like, "I got you." That's when I grab him in the back of it.
Yep, tell him.
Like, who's got who? And then I'm flicking him around like this. And to your point of like, what
You went burr, burr, burr.
Yeah, and I grab it, I dig it in deeper, and that's when he's like, "I've bit off more than I can chew," quite literally. And that's when I yank him up like.
Okay, you're suplexing a fucking dog. I don't have that strength.
I'm fucking Hulk versus Loki with this thing. And the goal will be at some point when I do that to roll and then just drop all my weight onto its rib cage.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm hoping for, like, because Blessing makes a great point. You always see these videos, like they always go after the arm, but that's usually because people got that like anti-dog suit, anti-bite suit or whatever. I'm hoping it bites my thigh or my ass because it's the fattest part of my body, and it could probably withstand the most. And if it bites the dumper, I will sit on that fucking dog's head, crush that shit. Like,
Damn.
think about it.
Got that
It's not
yacht.
surviving that, dude. Yeah, dude, that dumper's fucking gonna dominate it.
Gia just sent me a picture. She's watching the stream from home. Love you, G.
Love you, G.
Of my dog, my Pomeranian, belly up. And I'm just like, here's the thing. Like, I've gotten into little scraps with my dogs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every once in a while where it's like they're playing, I put my hand in and like I get that little bite.
You like roughhousing?
Yeah. There these, well, I roughhouse them, man. The
Yeah.
choke slams they've gotten in their lives.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, are you kidding me? But it's like, the accidental little nips and shit, like, oh, it hurts.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? It's not gonna kill me, but it hurts. A pit bull though, like you look at cartoon pit bulls and they're fucking like swole up. You see real pit bulls and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, it's even worse in real life.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that is terrifying. I'm going with the crabs 1,000% of the way because I feel like worst case scenario, it's a my girl situation with the bees. You know?
Yes, it is.
But the thing is, I feel like bees are even scarier than crabs because crabs have
100%.
weapons attached. Bees do too. Bees have the air.
Aerial.
They're small.
Aerial.
You
Yeah.
can't like take them out. Like you can go like this a lot. You know
They're
what I
more
mean?
nimble.
Yeah, they're way too nimble. Way
Also,
too
here's the
If
thing.
we flipped the question, it was 1,000 crabs or whatever it was.
10,000.
10,000 crabs, 10,000 bees. I gotta go to the pit bull.
Yeah.
I at least have a shot there. I'm never gonna
I
overcome
agree with
all
that,
these
actually.
bees.
Yeah, no, I'm not winning against bees.
Unless I got like a vacuum. You know
If
what I mean?
we're in a football stadium, right? I like with the crabs. I feel like I can run up the bleachers.
Yeah.
Think about it like
Oh, that's
fucking where
great, too.
Alabama
Yeah.
plays. You know what I mean? Like you run up to one side, it's gonna take forever for them to get there. That's your rest period, and then you can
you're
find
working
a
the situation.
sprint to the other side like an hour later, and then you're resting again.
matter.
You know.
Either way.
I feel like the
Off camera,
Come
Nick.
show what you're doing on camera.
fucking here.
Nick comes in, which champagne do you want? And then has one boneless wing on a fork.
I was gonna say, I know we came to this conclusion a long time ago. We have given up on the bone-in wings, right?
We get it for
We're just
Kevin
not
still.
that family, right?
It's so great for grazing, just to fork it, go, and keep moving. I mean, I made some delicious bone-in wings today. So.
I didn't get any of them.
I did not like the Pizza Hut fucking slander today.
let's
It's
do the
unbelievable.
Lamarca.
those pizza slander
I don't
today.
think I'm gonna finish.
Yes, Nick and
DJ
Joey.
Chill, thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, appreciate it. Thank y'all. Hope y'all have a good rest of the year.
You
Thank
too. I
you.
hope to talk to you before then, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that makes sense.
Oh, I almost just. Oh no, sorry. Love buttons.
Yeah, Nick and Joey were talking shit about Pizza
like
Hut.
100
And here's the
people
thing.
in
It's
Oh
one
yeah,
thing.
we talked mad.
It's one thing for Joey to hate on Pizza Hut. Like, that's fine. But Nick was fucking housing this shit. Like, he ate like
That's
6
accurate.
slices and like 2 breadsticks. It's like, I don't want that. It's
That's
like,
messed up.
But you did. You ate a lot of it. You liked it.
Yeah.
You know I work there, right?
No.
I used to work at Pizza.
Oh,
The
I'm sorry.
disrespect.
Yeah, I take it very personal.
The disrespect.
Yeah.
Is that
Personal
2 strikes
pizza, the
against
best one they
me?
got.
The personal pizza is great. What?
Is that 2 strikes against me today?
What did you
now?
do there?
What was the first strike? I forget.
Oh, that I hate February.
Oh.
Damn, now it's hate February. Holy shit,
Damn.
Joey.
I thought you just ranked it last.
I was repeating
I was
the
a-
energy that Bless had brought to me earlier.
I was a delivery driver.
I feel like there's
Oh,
no.
yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
I feel like there's no more of a top mark from somebody who worked at a food place that still likes that food place.
Yeah, that's a really
Yeah,
Well,
good
he was a
call.
delivery driver. He didn't see what was going on inside.
I don't know, but like,
Yeah, but
you know,
that's all.
he was
Like, it
around,
was
in
a-
the,
it
he
was
was
a
around the
big Pizza
smells
Hut.
and the scents, you know?
Yeah, and like we used to get like $1 personal pizzas every day.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
I used to. I was cashing on that.
That's awesome.
We got Drew Tendo.
Nintendo 64.
Yeah, what's up, everybody?
Not much. How are you?
Oh hey.
Good. Just hanging out in the wonderful Great White North and wondering when you guys are going to come back.
Great. Like,
We all make the same sound.
Canada.
Yeah.
Canada.
No, events are difficult these days for multiple reasons. One, there was a global pandemic. / there still is a global pandemic. 2, the events changed, like in general. Like you look at all the conventions, like what they used to be during the glory days compared to now, it's just different. Doesn't mean worse. Doesn't
Everyone's
mean better.
still adjusting.
We're figuring it out. Third thing is that now that we have this studio, we have so much cool shit to do here that any of us leaving is more difficult than ever. So it's like finding the right times and places to do things, I think, is more challenging than it used to be. But on top of that, I feel like we have still not done a kind of funny true meet and greet or true hangout with everybody in person since the pandemic, like since the world tour, really. We've
Way
done
to
a couple.
shit on that SPG party.
It was amazing. It was amazing. But like that was Square Pie guys. We did a thing with like 60 people or so in San Francisco.
It was kind of last minute.
It was
too,
awesome.
You know?
Bless and Janet did a meetup in LA during the Game Awards. There's been a couple other little
Mike and I
things.
and RTX.
Oh yeah, exactly. RTX and also As Dusk Falls. You guys
LA.
did a thing.
Dream Team.
There's been little moments, and you guys know me. I like big. I like hype. I like getting it, blowing it out as much as possible. I want to do a big event where it's like, let's get us all here, you know?
yeah.
And I feel like until that happens, doing the like random one-offs is probably less likely.
If only there was like a giant anniversary for us in the near future.
Yeah. I love Greg so
only.
much. Putting that out there. Putting it out there so I can't get away. This is our 9 year, everyone. Just keep that
I'm
in
just
mind.
saying we got
Keep it in
365
mind.
to plan Kind of Funny X.
360.
That's right. It's a leap year.
It's a leap year, man. You got extra 24 hours to absolutely waste your life. Save money, make money.
Thank you, Drew Tendo. Do you have anything else?
Yeah, one last question. Pick a movie. Everyone's a Muppet except one actor. What movie?
I heard.
Who's
John McClane is real. Everyone else is Muppets. That'd be fucking
I'm
cool.
going
Watch that movie.
Oppenheimer.
Shit.
Cillian
Bob
Murphy's
is real?
Cillian Murphy's real.
Wow.
See, I was gonna go The Martian, and Matt Damon's the only real guy.
He's the only person in the movie.
Okay, don't take away from Kristen Wiig, Jeff Daniels, Bucky Barnes. Educate yourself, man. Watch the fucking movie.
Bucky Barnes.
I'm going Fast and Furious, like the next one, whatever it is, and only Han is real.
Oh, okay. I like that. That's good.
You don't want to see Vin Diesel act with a bunch of Muppets?
I want him to be.
Vin Diesel
Muppet.
is a Muppet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's true.
The Meg, but only the shark is a shark.
It's not a shark. It's a fucking megalodon, you goddamn idiot.
Shark, bro. It's a big shark, bro.
It's the movie's not called The Shark.
The Meg.
I'm
remember when
thinking
you-
Jurassic Park and it's Jeff Goldblum.
Oh,
Amazing.
Oh, great.
what are the dinos Muppets?
I could go either way.
That's cool. I don't know why I immediately go to, like, I want to, like, a cast and crew of, like, a little entourage. And I think of, like, Inception and just having that heist. And maybe Leo's the only one real and everybody else just Muppets.
that,
I just
yeah.
picture Joseph Gordon-Levitt doing, like, that little hallway scene as a
Yeah,
Muppet.
yeah,
Because, you know, it's always weird when you
All the
see...
strings get tied up when he
It's always weird whenever you see the Muppets' legs.
Yeah.
Like, when you see Kermit walking, you know, it's always very odd.
Give me Barbie, but everybody's a Muppet except for Michael Cera's character.
God.
Do the
Alan.
impression?
Alan, yeah. Hey, man. Hey, Muppet.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Drew Tendo.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Bye, everybody.
I
Up next, we have Joey Spielberg.
God,
Wow.
we just got bangers back to back.
Hello,
Joey.
Joey.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
We
Okay,
can.
Okay, great. It works. Just making sure. Yeah. So first time kind of doing one of these things. I know y'all used to do these.
Ours
before,
too.
But,
yeah.
but I know y'all used to talk with Patreon people in the past and stuff like that. But really, I just got one thing to say or ask is, what was everyone's favorite movie of 2023?
Ooh.
Best, your like funniest, the one you cried in the most, the one that you slept in the most. I remember those stories of Mike sleeping.
I will. Can I
Just
kick
the
this off?
snoring next to me during the Mario movie, and him waking up and be like, "I got most of the plot." We're like, "No, you didn't. You've been asleep for 48 minutes."
So here's the
You know, he said, "I got the gist."
What was the movie where he kept getting up and moving to another place?
Fast and Furious.
Transformers. Rise of the Beast.
So hot.
Nick, you said you had something?
I'll kick this one off because there's a movie I haven't had a chance to talk about yet that surprised the hell out of me. The Maestro on Netflix.
Is that the one with Bradley Cooper?
Bradley Cooper playing Leonard Bernstein. And at first, I saw all the previews for this. I was like, this movie is gonna bomb. This looks terrible. I do not want to watch this. He was such an actor about it. You know when actors are like actors about it? I'm listening to interviews and he's like, my inspiration. I'm like, all right, stop.
This is the one where it's like Bradley's going for the Oscar, right?
Written, directed by, starring Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
From the first scene, I'm like, fuck, he's gonna get a fucking Academy Award for this. The movie is phenomenal all the way through. It's him and Michelle Williams. They're so good in this. They don't even cut in for close-ups. Most of the scenes are just played in the wide. It starts in black and white 4:3, and as they go through the eras, it's shot with whatever the standard would have been of the era. So in the 60s, it kind of widens out, and then modern day stuff is 16:9 or like whatever. Riveted by this movie. Phenomenal.
What?
Maybe not the best one, but I can't remember any other movies because this is hour 12 of the stream. But that was the last one I watched, and I watched it in France, and me and my wife, we kind of just sat there stunned by it. It was phenomenal.
John Wick 4.
I've been thinking a lot about John Wick.
Just the
4 last
best
week.
action sequence, the top-down fucking...
Saw the stairs.
Huh?
The stairs.
You were there?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Shit!
In real life.
Full body chills.
You can
That's
see.
awesome.
We went to a museum. You can see the stairs that go up to this bit, the thing.
Yeah,
like
the final.
final cathedral thing. Yeah, it's fucking cool.
Yeah, like it's obviously like in the theater, just some of the most fun I've had. Like just laughing at the absurdity, but these amazingly crafted action sequences, and then even cooler was visiting my family back in August, and my dad was like never super into John Wick until I was like, no, they're like actually good. It's not just a stupid action movie that you can just ignore. And he was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. He was like, oh yeah, these are awesome. And then watching part 4 with him in the house, super loud as fuck, and just like us both laughing at just the Hotline Miami sequence. My dad being, oh my God, falling down the stair. Like it's just the best, dude.
That movie makes so many cool references, like the Hotline Miami thing for sure. But then like there's a whole sequence that very much feels like The Warriors, where they have like the person on the radio kind of like narrating where John Wick is at, and like beat for like moment for moment, I'm like, oh, okay, like this feels like The Warriors. Oh, this feels like Hotline Miami. Oh, this feels like Tekken. Like if that movie feels like it's trying to pull in from so many different places, and I think it's so successful with how it portrays like so many different like types of action.
The amount of times that John Wick is like fighting somebody and throws them into cars in that
And the
fucking...
Arc de Triomphe.
Oh my God.
Saw that
Yeah.
too.
That is awesome.
Had to walk so far. We were like, it's right there. It's so big. I was like, it's right there. We kept walking. I was like, it's not getting closer. And then you get there, it's fucking massive. And there was like 4 cars. I was like, this is not how
Yeah.
it was in John Wick.
Or Mission Impossible Fallout.
Hey, what the fuck?
Yeah.
The further I get from Mission Impossible, Fallout's the last one, right? No.
Dead Reckoning.
Dead Reckoning. The further
Part
I get
one.
from that movie, the more upset I get with it.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I liked it at first. Oh, I loved it at first.
Dead
Now
Reckoning.
I think I just like it. Like,
It's bad.
I was really disappointed. I was
it's
disappointed.
not bad.
by it.
It's just disappointing.
It's not as good as the 3 before it.
I watched it with Danielle again on the plane. And then I did the thing.
4 before it.
I did the thing where you
How
watch
long
it
was this
over other
flight?
people's shoulders. It's just not cohesive. It's not as cohesive as the movies that came. And again, it doesn't help that it came right after Fallout,
Oh, yeah.
which is the
And-
best
and-
fucking action movie ever.
I think the thing that upset me is that it came out right before Indiana Jones, and Indiana Jones is the exact same movie.
Yeah.
Like beat for beat, like it was kind of upsetting after I watched Indiana Jones.
Well,
This year for me was the first year where I really tried to keep up with my letterbox and like really kept track of like the things I was watching and try to like watch way more movies in theaters. And I've been trying to make a list of like my top 5 movies or whatever. Like I'm stuck at number 1 between Oppenheimer and Poor Things.
Poor Things is mine.
Yeah, Poor Things is incredible. Like
It's so good.
it is Willem Dafoe and Emma Stone, both in their Duffy, alongside like Rami and Gerard Carmichael, and like a stacked cast. It is. I mean,
The
it's,
less you know about it, the better it
Mark
is. to know
Ruffalo.
yeah,
personally.
and Mark Ruffalo, like
Mark Ruffalo.
insane cast with like
gotta work on it, man.
Yeah, that's.
can we try it one more time?
The evolution. I gotta do the evolution.
Do the evolution.
Kermit the Frog here. And I go a little bit lower, I become John C. Reilly. I go lower, I'm Mark Ruffalo.
It's all like
Sounded a little
you
like
can
a
see
sleepy
the
John C.
building
Reilly.
blocks.
Yeah.
It's.
Foundation's there, buddy. Keep going.
It got better
Thank you, Joe. Thank you. That's
I'm not
all I
mad.
needed.
begrudgingly.
All right, sorry. Go ahead.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Mark
But
Ruffalo.
the script for that movie and like just the whole idea of it is pretty insane.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't want to say anything
okay,
about
I'll
it.
watch it.
Yeah. I will say the first 20 minutes, I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. And then after that, I was pretty in.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. That's how I feel when I watched like 5 seconds of the trailer for Saltburn. I was like,
I also watched
doing this shit.
Saltburn
This
was
shit
fun.
was crazy. It was
Saltburn
crazy.
was fun.
All right.
Tim,
Yeah,
did you see
Oppenheimer
yours?
ripped my heart out.
Still haven't seen Saltburn, but I watch a lot of movies, watch a lot of franchise stuff. I try to watch a lot of the like, we're going for the awards and all this stuff. And even when there's things that come out like Godzilla -1 that I'm like a huge fan of for sure. It was so good. But like when I'm thinking about like really like what was like transformative cinema?
I thought he was gonna say Transformers. I was like,
no, I enjoyed it. It wasn't good though, but whatever. But like when I really think about like what true like holy shit they like pulled something off here. Like, you know, you see Into the Spider-Verse and you're just like, God damn, like this is so good. There's no way they can top it, right?
And then
Across the Spider-Verse was amazing. It was amazing. But the season 4 finale of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City was a fucking movie, and it was the best thing I have ever seen in my life.
Give him an Emmy.
Is that what it's like?
I really thought you were building up to TMNT.
Is that what it's like?
I was like talking about the turtles.
No, real talk.
Yes,
though.
Nick, that is what it's like being your friend. Yes.
Yeah. Salt Lake City finale was amazing, but Godzilla -1, Across the Spider-Verse, Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem.
Mutant Mayhem's awesome.
What an amazing, and then John
Mayhem's
Wick 4. Like, yeah, it's been great. But like, if I can only talk about one here, I think I'm gonna have to pick Godzilla. Like, Godzilla -1 was just so damn special, man. Like, it reminds me of the way Top Gun Maverick made me feel, where I watched it, I'm like, I need to watch this again. Like, it's just too damn good. I watched it with Roger the first time in 4DX, blew my mind. Watched it the second time with Andy, blew my mind.
4DX
Did
again.
you watch?
Yeah.
Have you started watching Monarch at all?
Oh yeah. We're not caught up, but we're maybe two. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty. I'm like getting a lot. I'm happy it exists, but Godzilla -1. The fact that both came out at the same time, I feel like I would have loved Monarch.
Very confusing.
Yeah. And then
Not
we
the
have
best marketing.
Godzilla, Cross Kong, New Empire or some shit like
they got
that
a
coming
lot of
out.
stuff
It's
going
like there's a lot happening.
Dead Reckoning.
Godzilla -1 though is an incredibly special movie, and I've seen a lot of people be like, "Hey, it's being overhyped, and you're going way too hard on it." And I'm reflecting on it. I'm like, I don't think I agree with that. I think it deserves every single bit of hype it's getting. It is phenomenal.
I was a crying mess by the end, man. It was so good.
Loves Godzilla.
Mike and Greg.
My favorite movie was Falling Asleep in Mario, for sure. That was so
That was
great.
super great.
It was real special together.
That was fun.
And then Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
Let's not forget the Cocaine
course.
Bear.
How many times have you went? That wasn't that last year or 2 years ago?
2023.
Was that really?
Yeah.
God, I could have sworn that was like a 2020 movie.
So was Megan.
Yeah, I was gonna
Another
say,
special one
remember
was
Megan?
going to Megan and forcing our roommate Katie to run 1.5 miles to make it on time.
Because they decided that they were going to walk the dog and walk to In-N-Out, and then they were like, we have to make it to this movie or Joey's going to murder us.
Gonna
And
be
they
so
were correct.
pissed. We had 5 minutes. I said, start running.
After they had housed In-N-Out and then ran on a full stomach.
Wasn't that? Didn't we watch that like Stonestown?
Yeah.
My favorite movie
That's a
was just
long
watching
run.
Mike do shit. Greg, what was your favorite movie?
If Nick doesn't have to answer game questions, I'm not answering movie questions.
Oh wow, good call. That's a great call.
We'll also give a shout out to Iron Claw, which I don't think anyone else has
I can't
seen.
wait to see it.
I wanted to shout out real
Mixed
quick.
reviews, though.
I wanted to shout out
it's-
real quick.
good?
Nick.
It's really good.
Oh, sorry. Nick walking up to me and saying, "Saw Blue Eyed Samurai." I was like, "Holy fuck!" Nick watched something that I recommended him.
Dude.
It was good.
When you watched Andor.
Good is not a good enough descriptor for that fucking show. That show rocks.
Yeah.
Like, Danielle does not like animated stuff. She especially does not like 3D animated stuff. And she especially doesn't like 3D animated stuff that's like anime inspired. She came in 2 episodes before the end. She's like, why don't you turn on your samurai show that you're watching? And I was like, no problem. Put it on. She's like, we gotta watch the next one.
Whoa.
She's like, is this it? And I was like, it's a series, like season finale. She's like, shit.
Run that
It's
shit back.
Fucking great.
Yeah.
It is like very, very unique, very, very fucking cool show that has a lot of touchstones for various different things, different properties of its ilk.
So violent. It's not for
Like
kids.
Kill Bill vibes.
Very Kill Bill vibes.
Yeah, it's
Kill Bill
definitely not for
times-
kids. It is
times
very.
4,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I didn't finish it. I only got halfway through.
A lot of nudity, a lot of violence.
Oh.
It starts
Greg's
off
in.
a little slow. First episode, I was like, okay, I don't know if I'm 100% in. By episode 3, I was like, dude, this is something different and special. It's very unique.
I'm telling you, episode 5 of that show was
I think
like
episode 5 is the next one I have.
fucking
Tell you
great.
what I did not like though. The creator.
Oh, that's surprising.
Oh, the
Yeah,
creator.
Is that
was-
Gareth Edwards?
There was
Gareth
a lot of
Edwards.
hype going into that
So
one.
much
and it was
hype.
very middling. I heard.
Very mid. It was.
My
it was-
dad
yeah.
was started it up on Hulu mainly because it's like we just like watching movies with good
It's
VFX
stunning.
and stuff.
It's beautiful to look at.
And it's like one of those movies that has robots in it that look like robots from video games, where like the helmets of like these sci-fi troopers look like Destiny helmets. Like,
well, no, they look like well, yes, Destiny, but the ones with the flashlights on them, looked like Star Wars. So I can't wait to see the breakdown of those videos of where he took stuff from, because it's like part Akira, part Star Wars, part Destiny, and you can see the little touchstones of things, which at first I was like, this is cool, but then as we got halfway through it, I was like, oh, he's just kind of ripping these off a little bit, which I'm not loving too much.
That's the movie that every news outlet was talking about, how that's the movie that he made with like a $3,000 fucking Sony camera, as opposed to like this expensive multi-$1,000 machine or whatever.
Tim won't let me buy
it's like one that you could just get like from Best Buy or whatever.
DJ Kento said it was gorgeous and boring, so kind of like Rogue One a little bit.
Oh man, Jesus.
At the end of Rogue One.
I was gonna ask Barry what his movie was, but now I'm not going to.
Shout out to possibly the worst movie I saw this year. Zoe 102.
Oh, damn. Biggest disappointment for you?
I mean, to be disappointing, I had to expect a lot from it. I went into it knowing that it was gonna be trash, and I watched it and I was like, yeah, this is bad, but it was also closure. So there's that.
I needed the end.
Yeah.
Barrett, do you have a favorite movie for this year?
Oh man, it's tough because I don't feel like I've watched a lot this year. I did put up a tweet of my 4 favorite movies this year, but it's because I've been gaming so much, Greg.
Gamer.
Have you watched Maestro?
I've not watched Maestro, but I've heard
You
really
should
good
watch
things.
it just to see the cinematography.
Barrett, have you watched Theater Camp yet?
I have not watched Theater Camp.
That
Joey.
needs to be at the
It's on
top
my
of your list.
I know. Is that a movie? Or
Leslie,
is that
have
a
you seen
series?
Movie.
Ghostbusters?
Lord of the Rings.
Little film franchise called Lord of the Rings.
I think because I haven't watched much, I think the movie that stood out to me the most was Guardians Volume 3.
Oh, man.
That's 2023?
Yeah.
Just because like I love Rocket and like the story that they told with Rocket in the MCU overall.
Sure.
And so like that's why Volume 2 I really loved, because they were really starting to like hone in on Rocket as a character alongside Yondu. And so Volume 3, like really getting to see his origins and stuff. It was hard not to bawl during that movie.
Fucking hooping it up.
Dude, fadeaway jumper. If only you and I fucking saw that movie together, we would just be fucking tearing up the court, man.
I'm balling like crazy.
It was a rough movie. It's one that I don't know if I ever want to watch again.
Yeah.
It really cut to my core.
I watched it. I rented it with D. We watched it. It's still fucking great.
Thank you, Joey Spielberg.
Thank you, Joey.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Congrats on 9 years. And a personal thank you to Michael Rosenbaum for helping me find y'all back in 2014.
Hell yeah.
Good job, Rosenbaum.
I love it.
That's awesome.
Andy, go Spurs, go.
Go Spurs, baby!
Every time I listen to Talkville, and it's the Smallville podcast Mike does with Tom Welling, and Michael Rosenbaum mispronounces Patreon, it drives me up the fucking wall.
Oh, man.
How does he say
Patreon? Yeah. Hilarious.
We have one Joe Mertens in
Oh!
the chat.
Mertens.
Hello.
Hello.
Joe.
Murder with Murder.
Hey, I got to piggyback off that last one. I love all the love for Blue-Eyed Samurai. If you appreciate the Kill Bill inspiration, be sure to check out the movies that inspired Kill Bill. A couple of the Lady Snowblood series, 70s Japanese films. Fucking amazing. You can see them on Max right now, I think, or at least the first one.
Before they get taken down, you gotta go.
Before Max turns
credit. But yeah, awesome 50-year-old films that big inspiration for Tarantino, and it is very clear once you go back and see Blue-Eyed Samurai. But just a couple of shout outs and then a temperature check. I got to thank you all for these 9 years. Absolutely. At the very beginning, you guys helped me through some really rough times in my life, and you were there and great inspiration, and the community has become such a great group of friends. Really appreciate all the people that I've met because of Kinda Funny. Fucking love these people. And big shout out to Cool Greg. He came on the podcast here in the past year. He is such a solid human being, and it was an awesome conversation. Really appreciate that dude for sure. But yeah, as far as temperature check and everything, I'm really looking forward to everything as far as like the continual evolution of Kinda Funny in the studio here in 2024. But hey, I got to continue to harp on the idea of Mad Max in review. We got Furiosa coming up here before too long. What's everybody's take on Mad fucking Max?
Here's my thing. Like, again, I'm going to say this right now. Plans can change. In review, with movie release dates changing and 2024 being what it looks like it's going to be on the movie side, a lot will change. But Joey and I have worked hard on the plans for where we're at. And, like, I will say right now, this could change. But as it is dated, we are going to do Fury Road leading into Furiosa. So another mini in review situation, but...
Bro, we got to watch Thunderdome just for the part where he gets the kids. Like, what the fuck is happening in this movie? Let me pitch you on
Nick's
Thunderdome.
just a raggedy man.
2-man enter, 1 man leaves.
I mean, I love it.
Thunderdome.
I mean,
and that's not even a good one.
Yeah.
The Road Warrior is the best one. That's fucking bonkers.
Yeah, but we'll see. It's hard because, like, you know, there's a lot of timing and a lot of things, but I think we will. I imagine that we're going to end up doing Fury Road.
I know. There's like, I know this is my fault. But this is this is a safe space.
Sure.
Sure. Right. Everybody here.
Your best friend Mike's here.
Willing to listen to me and my issues.
Me?
I'm blessing. I thought Fury Road was like, okay. What?
Fuck off.
Get out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Get
out of my house.
That's definitely a movie I saw and enjoyed, and now I'm like, witness me, right?
Yeah,
That's what they say.
Yeah, dude.
And then like,
Is
that's
that a
bait. That's what I got. That's what I remember from that movie.
I was about to say, is that a musical? Are you singing "Witness Me"? I mean, it does bring you back to Spider-Man 2 a bit, where I'm like, what happened to Fury Road? I can tell you one thing happened.
There were some milk maidens.
I did not like it.
Tom
Party was but when I walked out and read all across the internet that like it's the best movie ever, I was like, oh, I'm fucked up then, because I thought that was like an okay movie.
No, you want to take this one?
I think it's possibly, for me at least, still the best action movie of all time.
Okay.
You gotta watch Mission Impossible.
I would say for me,
Jesus.
Fallout takes that mantle for me. Mad Max has never been about being like great movies. It's about that experience of it fucking being a terrifying post-apocalyptic sort of like road rage movie, right? And the fact that George Miller did all those effects like practically and all that car stuff.
That
was
shit I
real.
loved, yeah.
That's all it is, really. So the idea behind that is kind of like, that's kind of the heart of a lot of the Mad Max stuff.
It's
is like
just
seeing that kind of stunt
It's
work and
good
shit like that.
cinematography and just fucking crazy vibes.
But like when I was a kid growing up watching Mad Max, that shit terrified me because I was like, is this the future? It was like fighting for gasoline, fighting for water, like eating snakes and shit. There's one point where he's like, this dog, he finds a can of dog food and someone's got a dog. He's like, I'm gonna eat the fucking dog food, fucking dog.
Me the
food. You know what I
dog.
mean? It's like, oh shit.
It turns out that was the future, but it just wasn't nearly as cool.
Yeah, it's just not cool. But yeah, that whole series is just kind of fucked up and crazy. But I'm glad. I'm hoping. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
And just like that first initial shot where it's him kind of like on that cliff next to his car, like looking over the desert wasteland. Fuck, man, what a great movie.
Andy, that'll be a you have to come to my house to watch it movie for sure.
One of those. Well, awesome. Thank you, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
Tim's gonna give me weed.
Love you. Bye.
Bye, Joe.
Bye.
Podcast. Murders and Burgers.
Up next, we have Free Agent. Oh, I can hear myself.
I heard you back.
Hello.
Hello. What's up, free agent?
Hey, what's up? I've also been around as Ray, sometimes donated money under that name. It's just great to talk to you guys. It's been a great, 9 years and then beyond. And game over, Greggy. I've been watching you a lot since combo with Colin and the Oreo stuff. So
The beginning,
just
yeah, hell yeah.
great it's just great to talk to you guys. It's but yeah, my question's kind of a food related one. I know Andy, you have a lot of food phobias.
Terrified.
I'm Puerto Rican, so I'm curious. Have you had Puerto Rican food? What's your experience with that? Jollof rice is very close to our national dish, arroz con gandules. So I'm curious. Have you all had experience with that type of food?
I don't know what the crossovers are. I'm sure there are some crossovers, but I've never been told this is Puerto Rican cuisine. Like I've had obviously a lot of different Mexican dishes and Mexican treats, but I've never been told oh, this is this meal originated from Puerto Rico. So unfortunately not. But it's so weird and it's so regional because I'll never forget on an old Kind of Funny podcast, maybe it was in Game Over Greggy show before we made that switch over, where I had said that I had never eaten. Fuck, I cannot think of the food, but everybody's like, "What the fuck, Andy? You're Mexican. How have you never eaten?" I was like, "Dude, that just isn't a thing where I'm from. Like that's not." There's a restaurant maybe an hour and a half north where that's like a regular thing that you eat, but like where I'm at, or fuck, I don't remember what it was, but
dude, I mean, I grew up in Southern California and I hadn't had a torta until I moved up here. I was like, what is that?
Fuck, it was tortas. That's what it was. Yeah. That's exactly what it was. I was like,
me too. I had like I'm from an island that's surrounded by water, and I don't like seafood as much.
No, let's be honest.
That's a big.
Nobody. Seafood's nobody's first.
What's wrong with you all?
No.
What is going on with
Get the
here?
fuck out of here.
Shrimp is like little bugs.
I did a whole
Shrimp is
fucking
like little
podcast
cockroaches.
about
How do you
this.
eat that?
Just fucking Thanos snap
It
every
tastes
fish out of
weird.
existence.
It's weird.
No, fuck that.
It
No.
doesn't.
No.
It takes half the
Are
flavor.
you
Whenever you put
Italian?
it, it slides right off.
Do you guys not
but
do
I'm
seven fishes
I'm
for
nah, I don't
Christmas
have that
Eve?
shit. Although that movie, I watched that one finally. It's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's on Netflix.
Get out of here.
No, I don't. We don't do. We never did fish. I think my mom tried one time. My brother and I were like, we don't like this shit. And she was like, great, it's too hard. 7 fish. I gotta cook 7 fishes. She cooked lasagna, manicotti. It's great.
You buy the fish, you bring it home, you open it up. This smells bad. Is it bad or is it just
We don't
fish?
know because it's fish.
It's fucking disgusting.
You go to the pier, it all smells the same. Snap it out.
Just give me that ability for 10. You know,
How
just,
awesome
I'll
would it
do
be
it.
if that
I'll
was just-
sacrifice my arm.
I'm
What
just
did
saying.
he do? Everybody's looking around. He got rid of all the fish.
Why is it one arm? Well, he sacrificed it.
I did it for you. I did it for all of you.
I'm just fucking saying, how awesome would it be if all that salt water was just normal water?
This is it, man. We're right there.
It's so rock.
If you
Just
remember on one of the Kind of Funny
water.
podcasts recently, I challenged God. This is what it was about.
I'm confused.
Wasted a lot of space and a lot of material.
You know, we can drink rivers, we can't drink the fucking sea.
Do you think getting rid of the fish is gonna fix that?
Well, the fish can still drink. You can, the freshwater fish. You drink it. You still need the salt.
Nick, there was a point during the podcast where Greg was like, "You look at a spider. Why can't that be a shrimp?" Like this is where he was.
I wouldn't be scared.
He was
I
like,
saw a shrimp right there. I'm like, it's not gonna hurt me.
He was like, the spider, spiders or shrimps are like, insects of the water. But why can't I just look at a spider and be like, hey, there's a shrimp? I was like, I don't know where this is right now. I don't know where we're at. And then he said, yeah, you got fucking everybody's eating seafood and stuff, eating manatees. I was like, that's not a fish. That's
big fish.
I was like, I wanted to snap my fingers, and then half of the fun would be to see what still exists. Octopus, you're still here. That's crazy.
You're not a
my
fish.
bro.
That's the guy. You're my octopus teacher.
Pounding all the octopus.
Oh god, fish suck.
Fish are terrible.
So sorry, no
Nice.
Puerto Rican food.
Long story short.
I think mofongo's dope.
Yo, mofongo's great though. I got a good recipe if you ever want it.
What's mofongo?
I just need to Google that shit.
Can you explain mofongo?
Mofongo is pretty much a plantain dish, and you take plantains and you have it in like a mortar and pestle. It's like a wooden one called a pelon.
Yeah.
And then you mush it, and you can add protein and season it.
Anything
Season your
plantain.
food, fellas. Season your food.
Anything plantain is dope to me. Like,
yeah.
I've been on a big plantain kick recently where, like, growing up, we would do, like, a lot of, like, for Nigerians, we chop up the plantain, just fry them and eat them with eggs or eat them with rice or whatever.
Oh yeah, sweet plantain with eggs.
Yeah.
Banging.
And then what's the rice dish that you mentioned?
Arroz con gandules.
And that's like rice and beans. Right?
Yeah, it's rice and pigeon peas, and a lot of people don't know. So Puerto Ricans are, native Tainos, West African, and European. So a lot of our food comes from West Africa tradition.
Yeah. I was saying, because I think there's like a lot of crossover. And like, I don't know how close jollof rice is to it, but like, so I lived in Nigeria for a couple years, and one of my favorite things to eat was just straight up rice and beans. Like, I feel like that as a combination, it's undefeated. It's an undefeated combination. Like, I don't think we eat enough rice and beans just in the West. But yeah.
You like that picture of the beans that I posted on Instagram? Beans look pretty good, huh? That barbecue with the wings and the fajitas and the.
Well, it's like the fajitas. I wouldn't want the beans,
Oh man, bless you.
Everything else other than the beans.
My goodness.
Life doesn't indicate that I support the entire opinion. You know what I mean? Like I'm just like, oh man.
Do you all call the morro and pestle a molcajete?
No, the molcajete I believe is like a stone-based one. Ours is wood-based.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got that stone base. It just looks like a big ass rock. fucking
Yeah,
crush
and I
that. That's how my
guess
grandma
I
makes
know
salsa.
that you guys season it,
So
and
good.
they have like everybody has their own method of seasoning it for their.
You gotta
salsas
grind
and
a
stuff.
fuck ton of rice into it at the beginning.
It's a workout.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
I think I've definitely had that rice dish that you're talking about at least like once. Like that sounds like something I've ordered at a restaurant, and I remember enjoying it. So
The shrimp is a spider.
shout out to that.
Shrimp is a spider.
Just saying, I mean, I would just be able to eat spiders, I think is my
Yeah, we
point.
can eat 'em.
But they're not as good.
Yeah, you create crispy.
Again, shrimp ain't a fish, right?
What's
And
stopping you from eating a
again,
spider?
like, too much work. You know what I mean? That's what you can buy them not that way. You know what I mean? And here's what I'll have y'all know, all right?
No.
New Year's Eve, right? Jen makes an incredible spread. She got fondue and this stuff, and she bought seafood. But she bought
Crab?
the shrimp that were already peeled, which I'm all fine. You know how much I like shrimp. We talked about Fatty Greg eating the shrimp or whatever.
God, I love
And then she got crab legs.
Hell yeah.
And you know, for me, that's a non-starter. That's too much fucking work. I've done this
dude.
before. I've gotten little cuts on my hands. I'm
You know
covered in
the
crab
things?
juice.
The cracker
I'm
things?
fucking sweating nonstop. All I'm getting is
makes
like this. I'm
sense.
getting like a Kit Kat worth of meat out of this. I'm not gonna waste my fucking time. You know what I mean? I'll tell you right now, people are always like, oh man, on your deathbed, you're not gonna be happy you platinumed all those games. I'll be like, you know what? I fucking will be, and I'll make sure I make a point of all the time I wasted cracking crab and lobster. All right, waste them.
right there.
Jen sat there and cracked it all for me and just gave me the pieces.
Fighting 10,000 of them in a
Appreciate
stadium.
for a second Greg on his deathbed. Like, can you imagine the things he's gonna record when he knows it's his last moments?
Oh God, he's gonna say some crazy shit.
What's up, everybody?
Start saying the truth.
I'm just gonna get the tagged in a lot of different in a tweet voice memo. Andy. About to die.
Andy, it looks like we're about to run out of oxygen.
Not looking good for me. Wish this was you.
Jen in the background. And Dave.
Thank you so much, Ray, for calling
Thanks,
in.
Ray.
Did you hear
Absolutely.
that?
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you, Ray.
Thank you.
I did a recent one at the farmer's market, but it was like Christmas Eve farmer's market. And so I was like, Andy, I'm walking by the thing, right? And Jen just goes, Greg, cut this shit, it's Christmas. I don't get all this shit.
Just threw it.
Up next, we have the 5-star man.
Oh!
Hey, everyone. So, first off, congratulations on 9 years and all your success. It's been great to see. I've been following you all since the Switch reveal reaction.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Was the first piece of kind of funny content that I actually like watched live.
Real quick,
And then
I
it's
just
all-
want to shout
It's been
out.
all downhill from there.
Yeah, it really has, and that's true. I love that we did 2 reactions because there was Greg and Colin at home in SF, and it was me and Kevin in New York at the like actual reveal, and like that was the infamous story of Kevin seeing Reggie in the elevator. The first time I've ever seen Kevin starstruck and also like intimidated by another man.
By a presence.
He had a commanding presence. What am I supposed to do?
Reggie's a big dude.
Yeah. And
Wait, and was this the event where they were bringing out like the couch for Splatoon and shit?
oh yeah.
Damn, y'all
Yeah.
saw that live? That's crazy.
No. That was Japan.
Gotcha.
That was in Japan. This
Okay.
was the like first hands-on American reveal, and like what like they showed that whole thing, but it was like it was the Japanese press conference where the new president like debuted everything on the couch that Nick loved so much.
Oh, that was
And-
one where they're like, and then the couch would go over there.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Yeah.
look at where we moved the couch.
It's where they debuted the snap. It's the like introduction of
Like-
1-2 switch.
Come on, hang out. You can bring a chair over.
And it was like Octopath Traveler, Project Octopath Traveler, as it was formerly known, and all
Another
that
classic
stuff.
Kinda Funny
And
clip.
It was so funny because, like, you know, it was Greg and Colin back at home, and it was me and Kev, and a lot of different vibes, a lot of different energies, and I was going in like, Nintendo fucking got this, y'all. Like, they were about to
That's
be
the one where you watch like these screenshots of your excitement die.
Yeah, and like literally, you can just skim through me and Kevin in a New York hotel room.
Yeah.
Like on some weird ass laptop setup, like Kevin sitting like a little fucking cherub angel, and like us
Is
watching
that where
the
that
shit.
emote picture came from?
No,
that was
that
on
was
my
different.
bed.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
in my room.
Remember when we recorded that reaction in London? In one of our
Oh, with
hotel
Michael
rooms?
Jones.
Yeah.
To a direct, yeah. But like this Nintendo thing, I was so hyped, and like everything was leading to the Switch being the best thing ever. And then they did this, and it was the worst thing of all time. But it ended with the Breath of the Wild trailer that, like, to this day, one of my favorite 3 minutes of my life. And it's so funny to look back at that now, at how much we made fun of it and how much of a success the Switch is. You know? It was like, they fucking did it. They pulled it off. Like, it all worked out.
Yeah.
But it felt very, very, very dire at that point. But anyway, please continue.
Well, real quick, Jasha021 says, my first exposure to Greg was GameScoop. Him and Damon did their hotel room GameScoop at Tokyo Game Show in 2009. If I remember correctly, that's also the one where you got like 5 free minutes of porn on the thing, and we accidentally turned it on during GameScoop, and we were listening, we were like talking about it while it was happening, and then it cut off, and we ran to someone else's room to continue the scene, and it was like, you picked a good one to listen. I was like, you picked a good one to listen to, listeners.
Sorry, but you couldn't eat on content.
Do you have a question, the 5-star man?
I do, and it's an unfortunate one for me because this has been in my head at least twice a week since the Starfield stream. And now that we have a much bigger sampling of the Kind of Funny crew instead of just Mike and Roger at 3 a.m., I need to know who would win in a fight, a bear or a gorilla?
Which bear?
The age-old question.
What kind of bear? What kind of gorilla?
The age-old question.
That is.
I mean, it's a gorilla.
I'm
dude.
going gorilla.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gorilla 100%.
It is.
I don't care what type.
I feel like it's a question of kind of like fat versus muscle, in a way. You know?
It is so far
you
and
might have
easy
lost,
a
battery
bear.
on that.
Mike 3.
It is so easily a bear. You have no fucking.
Thank you, Andy. It's a bear.
I'm with Andy.
Like, these fucking, they're assholes. They are mean. They are strong. They have claws. They're not just like hands that are strong. Like, you know, I know the fucking girls got thumbs, but like,
I think thumbs go a long way.
They,
I think muscle goes a long way.
Yeah.
But a bear can punch with its claws, and they're so strong.
I think you guys need
But
to
it
remember.
doesn't.
I think you guys need to
There's
remember
no
the story, the historic legend that was Hank the Tank.
Hank the Tank, man.
Tank.
For the
Local
longest
hero.
time, local hero. Couldn't be taken down. They tried to dart this fucking thing. They tried to trap this thing at one point, and this is all hearsay, so I'm not saying that this happened, but Snowbike Mike may or may not have left food out to try to get Hank the Tank into his house up in town when we were streaming from that, and you just can't keep him down. Gorillas probably would have gotten caught in that trap. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know, man.
I think the Grizzlies got it.
Yeah.
Grizzlies are big.
Really?
It really comes down to size. Grizzlies are fucking huge. They're big, like 8 feet tall.
Yeah, but gorillas have like almost human instincts.
It's
Okay,
fair.
But
don't
I
get
think
me
that
started.
a bear's gonna fuck
Don't
up
get
a
me
human.
started.
People are fucking stupid.
You know?
Oh, yeah. Oh, the horse is as smart as a 12-year-old. Can't talk.
Can't read.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gorilla
We gotta
can
teach these
sign.
horses.
Fucking put on a tie, go get a job.
Why do we let horses drive?
But like they understand how they have thumbs and they know how to use them. You know what I mean? They're going for the fucking eye gouge. Like they know the weak points.
I don't know, man.
I think a gorilla might grab a bear. You know, like
Yeah.
And what? And you think the bear's just gonna be like, oh fuck, yeah.
Oh, I got grabbed.
I think gorillas.
Thank you for this.
I mean, that is a big
really
size
good
difference.
Photoshop.
I think
Yeah.
gorillas are just
I
more
don't-
dense, though, right? Like it is like gorillas are made of fucking like muscle
That's what I'm
and
saying, muscle
rock.
versus fat.
And but what is a?
So how do we make this fight happen, but we make it look like an accident? We're in a lot of trouble. If we buy a gorilla and we buy a grizzly, we put it in a fight, we get in trouble.
We gotta delete the footage afterwards.
Chat, you're cool. Chat, be cool. Chat, be cool.
Do we
Yeah,
just
we
have to
go.
break into a zoo?
I was
Is that
gonna
the
say
deal?
like the crazy
I got a
news
zoo.
out of the San Francisco Zoo.
I got a zoo hookup, so there's a possibility.
You've seen there's a fucking hidden camera footage of Greg leaving a banana trail.
The hard thing's gonna be when we get to shark versus lion. How do we make that?
I feel like Leonardo DiCaprio in that one movie.
Yeah.
The Revenant.
Would have-
Revenant.
yeah, like he took on that bear, didn't he? I feel like he was.
Fucked him up.
I didn't watch the
He
Revenant.
did not take on the bear.
I've not seen the movie.
He
I just-
survived the
He
bear.
played Dare.
I saw him win
He
the
played
Oscar.
Dare.
That's all I saw. But I bet if it was a gorilla, it'd be a quicker movie.
Yeah.
No, because all with the gorilla, you don't look it in the eyes and you don't smile. Smile and
what I
looking in the
fucking
eyes
want.
is a form of aggression.
Would
You
rather
just don't look.
Would you rather take on a bear or two pit bulls fully trained?
2 pit bulls, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm taking on the bear.
Thank you, the 5-star man.
Thank you,
Thanks,
5-star man.
Thank you guys.
I just think back to that Starfield stream and Mike getting there after 9 hours off of sleeping, sitting down next to me and go, "You play." I was like, "Me play? You just got here. What do you mean?"
We were having a good time.
And then he told me this story about his friend Jammer, who was a bail bondsman. Jammer put people in the slammer.
I remember that.
We've got 10 minutes. We got to get quick on so we can get more of these in.
Let's get a few more.
We got heroic headgear.
Heroic headgear, what's up?
Are you here?
Hey
Can you
guys,
hear
what's
us?
going on?
Thanks for waiting.
Congrats on 9 years.
Thank
It's
you.
Insane. I started listening when I was a wee 11-year-old boy in 2012.
What?
Oh,
no.
Whoa.
Hold
Way
on,
too young to be listening
2012?
to Beyond, and
Roger's
Brett's been
age.
rocking
No, he's
my
younger than
brain
me.
now for 12 years.
Are you the youngest person we've ever actually recordedly heard besides Quaid?
Quaid. Probably.
I think so. No, Quaid. Henderson. That might be
I
it.
think so.
He's what,
The record.
22, 23? Am I
23.
I'm 23, turning 24 in February.
Wow. That's not that young.
It's
Ooh,
good age.
Roger's 15. So.
Well, thanks for hanging in there. Usually we repel children. It always cracks me up. Oh, they're just doing these thumbnails for the kids. I'm like, you look at the demographics we pull in. I'm sure you were not. Yeah.
I just wanted to say, I honestly couldn't have better role models. Thank you guys for starting this community and building Kinda Funny into what it is. Honestly, everything from XCast to PS I Love You and Gamescast and everything, it's like the only place I got any gaming news for a long, long time. I didn't really look anywhere else after IGN and kind of following you guys. So just congrats on everything, and
Thank you.
Mike, especially looking over this past year of XCast, you've done some incredible shit. So proud of that.
Thanks,
And
homie.
then Blessing also, you've been probably one of my favorite people to come into the gaming scene and learn about, and you joining Kinda Funny was absolutely fantastic, and I love
Thank you.
everything you've done with the Blessing show.
Cool, thanks.
Thanks you, man. Thanks for being there for so long. It's incredible. Now, if you want to say nice
Yeah,
things
you
about
guys
me, you
are
can.
you content I consume every day, so.
It's our pleasure to serve you. You know that, please.
Appreciate that.
So, just quick question for the stream team: if there's any plans in 2024 for bringing in more people from the community to play games with, I know games like Arc 2 are coming out, and filling a server with best friends would be kind of cool.
Mike?
Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, we're very excited as the stream team to come back at you for 2024. We're excited to open up the door into a new streaming lab that has been really revamped and is more welcoming. We're going to get a lot more games teamed on here. We're going to see Joey, Barrett, Roger. The whole team will be involved in the streams. As for the community, yeah, each and every game is different. We look at it as a great opportunity to connect with all of you. We've had missteps before, but I think we all understand the landscape. We all have fun. So, yeah, I will never say never. I think there will be a time where we open it up and have a ton of fun with all of you because we need help. Andy doesn't know how to build an arc, so I need somebody.
Let me also.
Nick doesn't know how to sail a boat.
Let me just chime in and say.
Sailing 101.
I'm going to actually say the opposite of you, Mike. I'm going to say no more community streams. Because you fuckers will not let me win in Fortnite. Okay? Fuck you, Jim Tasty.
Rebecca June Games.
And fuck all of you. Okay, they go after me first because their streams.
They know.
And,
Yeah.
and I'm great at this game.
That's
okay?
why.
Not because they're looking at the floor.
They take the fucking king down first.
Yeah.
They put Jesus up on the cross, wait for him to die, and then they go out. And
That's exactly.
It's hard to be at the
so
top.
we're just not
Nick.
doing this.
Well,
Real talk,
it's so
we gotta
crazy
figure out
how
how to
often
get
you
those
compare
Warzone
yourself to
games together.
Jesus.
All day, every day.
Mike, when
I look at
Tekken 8
myself.
comes out, I want to beat the community's ass.
I have that. I have that already dated and slated, so that's going down. But
I want
community's ass.
that's what I put on their
If I
calendar.
can book
out
out
there,
an entire week of just Tekken 8, I will do it. Just let me know.
Perfect,
Yeah.
perfect. Yes, we'd love to do more of that, and I think we're gonna figure that out. It's gonna be great.
Thank you so
Sweet.
much.
That's all I had. I'll get out
Thank
of
you
the
for
way.
caring. Thanks for being there for so
Thank
long.
you,
Thanks for
heroic
sticking with us.
headgear.
Yeah, thank you guys.
King Franchise says never seen Jesus and Nick in the same room. Think about that.
Whoa. Isn't that crazy? Can't imagine why that is.
Crazy.
Up next, we got Ignacio.
Ignacio!
It's almost as if Nick is as old as Jesus.
Ignacio's
You teed
getting
him up
better
for
every
that.
time.
You teed him up for that.
He's getting
That's on me,
Thank you,
bro.
Mike.
That's on me.
Thank you, Mike. Hey, speaking of you, Mike, come on, man. Colombia? Seriously?
Earl the Squirrel went there once.
Chile, man.
This is
I
not a real
swear,
person.
if you go to Colombia, not to Chile, man.
One day, you know I got to save my money. I'll be there. Got to get money to save money.
Mike just heard about another country. Is what it is.
New country unlocked.
My favorite part
Man,
is that you
first-
spent so much of that stream talking about wanting to go to Europe, and then
yeah.
you're just like, no, South America.
I'm pretty sure he spent the majority of it telling people, like asking people what his vision was.
Letting them know that there's a vision.
So what is my vision? Me and Tim were like, what's his fucking
I
vision?
thought it was gonna turn into him not needing glasses anymore. Like,
I'm telling you right now, though, I'm proud. I saw these. Looked over, he wore his glasses. Good for you.
What's my vision? 40-20.
Ignacio, what's your question?
I don't know, guys. What do you want to talk about?
We've got 5 minutes left in the stream.
Okay,
You don't have to ask
since I
questions.
have you here, since I have you here, Makoto Shinkai in review. Do it. Come on, man.
What now? The what in review?
Makoto Shinkai. Remember
Shinkai?
your name, Nick?
Yeah,
Oh,
The
yeah.
movie I made you
I've still
Okay.
never
Make you watch.
seen any of the movies.
Your name's good.
Yeah, no, no.
Your
I
Name,
know.
I wanna see
I
your
think
name real
Weathering
bad.
with You,
Weathering
and
with You.
then the recent one that came out that we
Suzume.
Suzume, yeah, Suzume was really good.
Yeah.
Did you watch
Yeah.
Blue Eyed Samurai yet?
No, I am gonna
Well,
watch it.
fucking, all right. You know what I'm talking about? Tit for tat.
Okay.
You watch One Punch
It's
yet?
like, what's an anime?
I definitely want to watch those, and making it in review would be a good idea because then it would make us do them all. It probably won't be this year, but
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
But you will run out of ideas at some point.
It's on the
I
long
keep
list.
thinking
Sooner
that,
or
but like,
later.
yeah, we have a list, and that is on it. So,
Good to know.
I appreciate you though. I get it.
Cool. Thank you, Ignacio.
Thank you,
rock
Ignacio.
it.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Ignacio.
My tears. See ya.
Thanks, bye.
Up next, we have one Mario Rivera,
Hey!
who maybe is not in. Oh, there he is.
I am here. Hello.
Hello.
Mario.
Hi, guys. Wow, 9 years, huh?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Oh, I can't believe I've been here since band camp. So this has been a long journey.
Damn. I think we still pay for that.
No.
Mike, get on that.
Can you help me cancel my SoundCloud?
Anyways, I just want to just appraise every single one of you guys. Of course, 9 years. It's not a small thing. It's a great thing, and obviously, I can't wait for the future for everything else you guys do. Again, I am not here without you guys. You guys have been a big part of my life, obviously, for the last several years. I just want to say I love every single one of you. And that's it. I don't have a question. I just wanted to praise love. And again, I wouldn't be here without you guys. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
Thank you,
you.
Mario.
Thank
We
you.
want to be here without you,
Yeah.
Mario. Thank you.
Appreciate you, homie.
To the next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Kinda Funny turns 9 years old today. We could have made it 9 days without your support. That's why 2024 is all about doubling down on our shows and making it simpler than ever for you to get the most out of our content. Our revamped Kinda Funny membership is your one-stop shop for all our amazing content, which now includes on a weekly basis the Kinda Funny podcast, In Review, the Kinda Funny Games Cast, P.S. I Love You XOXO, the Kinda Funny X-Cast, the brand new series Kinda Funny Game Showdown. 5 episodes of Kinda Funny Games Daily, and 5 exclusive Gregway vlogs.
And 5 days of streaming fun with me and the gang here in our newly revamped streaming space. It's going to be filled with a ton of laughter and a whole lot of shenanigans. We'll see you there.
That's more than 20 pieces of content a week from an 11-person independent team in San Francisco. That's a lot. And to get the most out of it, all we're asking for is $10. $10 gets you the Kinda Funny membership, and that entitles you to ad-free versions of the shows, the ability to watch the podcast live as we record them, and the exclusive access to my daily show, Gregway. You can get your Kinda Funny membership on patreon.com/kindafunny or youtube.com/kindafunnygames. Yes! We are expanding our Kinda Funny membership offering to YouTube so people can take full advantage of the platform they prefer. If you want to go above and beyond the Kinda Funny membership to support us, we will still have higher Patreon tiers, albeit with some changed up perks. We just wanted to make the message as clear as possible that the $10 Kinda Funny membership is for the masses to get all of the core content people love. Everything above that is very appreciated. The support means the world to us. You all are the best. But The $10 Kinda Funny membership available on both patreon.com/kindafunny and youtube.com/kindafunnygames is where we see the value of what we do. Kinda Funny is a dream come true, and we wouldn't have it without you. We hope if you've ever enjoyed the content, you can support us for at least a month as we prepare for our biggest year ever. Until next time, it's been our pleasure to serve you.
Up next, we have DC Hard Rocker, who's not yet in the Discord, but is now.
Hi, DC Hard Rocker.
Hey, guys.
What up?
Hey.
So, same as everyone else was saying, congratulations to all of you for managing to last 9 years in this industry, keep things changing, evolving, and staying fresh and relevant. What I wanted to ask was, for next year, for the 10 years, would there be a chance of getting, like, on the thermometer, a goal to take Mike to a financial advisor similar to an ophthalmologist this year?
Yeah.
I mean,
Just
honestly, we
to
should
see
put
the
that on the
reaction.
February stream.
Roger's been offering.
Mike should do his taxes on the stream.
Oh, no. We don't want that. Oh, no.
Man, it's a terrible idea.
That's a terrible idea. That is an awful idea.
I will say I'm not going to say no. Never say never.
Man breaks
but
down live on stream.
It took me, Andy, and Roger.
Oh, homie, I can write that off.
It took us having to make it a monthly Twitch goal to get Mike to go to the optometrist just to get the glasses that he's so we all know he's so desperately needed.
And it looks good in
He
there.
looks great.
Yeah, but I did have great vision.
So I'll
What
just
about
say
those
baby
glasses
steps.
you bought?
Yeah, he bought new fake glasses for like $200. Yeah, today.
And Roger was like,
And
show
then
them
Roger
to
said they're too small.
Roger was like,
just
show them
put
to
away.
him. These little fucking things. But the thing is, they look like they were just scaled down. Because they're frames that you've seen that are normally very large.
Yeah,
You've
they're
seen these
big.
frames before. They're almost kind of like aviator frame. No, not I don't
They're
know
like
what the
80s,
fuck.
like, right? They're like
Yeah,
this
but
big,
they're just
like shooting.
I might have been shopping in the women's section. I couldn't read the signs.
children's section.
I wonder why
know-
you couldn't read the signs.
Yeah, you
like-
know what would help with reading signs? Any ideas?
I'm rocking them now. 2024, rocking glasses, everybody. I'm doing
That's
it.
his vision, baby.
2024.
The best.
So that's a hard maybe.
We'll try. It's on the list. It's on the list. Thank you, DC.
Thank you, DC Hard Rocker.
Thank you, DC Hard
Thank you
Rocker.
very much, guys. Keep
Thank
on.
you.
Appreciate you.
Thanks. Up next, we have ES Fjord. S Fjord.
Yeah, what's going on?
I gotta figure
I've
out
seen that name a
why
bunch.
won't it let me do
Is
it?
that on?
No, it's a issue with my trackpad.
Oh, there we
DC
are.
Hard Rocker, like, I wonder if they
hard.
were in America or not, because if not, it's probably like 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning for them right now.
S
DC's no better way to wake
Fjord,
up.
you're live.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening. Kind of funny crew. So good to hear from you guys. Happy 9 years.
Thank you.
It's good to hear from you.
So I think that Mike has the right idea with his vision board. So I would love to know what's one piece from your guys' vision boards for 2024.
Love that. Love that question.
Ooh.
I want to start this off because I'm kind of feeling myself right now. Gotta be
Get it,
honest.
Tim.
Gotta be real.
Strut.
Yeah, I'm talking about-
Why don't you skip for us?
It's more of an emotional strut. Like, things have been hard. They've been hard a long time. And we've all, as a team, worked very, very hard on today. And I didn't expect today to go as well as it did.
Yeah,
sure.
And, like, I'm about to get emotional right now. It's happening. But, like, my vision really was, like, I was kind of giving up on myself, if I'm being honest. Like, I've always felt for the last 9 years that I had the answers and that I knew where we were going, and I knew that I could lead this team in some way, shape, or form to a better place and to keep going. And in the last couple of years, I've been doubting myself, and I've been really questioning, like, if I knew what the right move was. And I made a lot of decisions this year with the team. Like, it was not just me. It was very much with this whole team that's not even just here, more people too. We worked so hard on today and on the last year and on the next year and on everything we're doing. And the fact that you're asking about vision makes me very excited because, like, I think today, this moment right now, it proved to me that I still have vision. I still have it. Like, that's the one thing that I've always felt in my core that I have for Kinda Funny is vision. I'm not the best when it comes to game reviews. I'm not the best when it comes to hosting. I'm not the best when it comes to a lot of the things that we do. I do think that I have vision. And today really proved to me that like I still got it.
You haven't lost your fastball, big dog.
Hell yeah, I love that.
I'll
Before
say
we
from
jump
my vision.
I know you're gonna make a joke. I can already see what
damn
you do. You fucking rock your head back and forth.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're fucking D'Lo Brown. I'm like, I'm not making a joke. I want to jump at you and let you know the fact that none of us have ever felt that here, that you didn't have the vision. Like, we know you have the vision. We've never doubted you.
Until Kevin left MCU in review, and I was like, what's up with these rankings? Like, as a bonus.
Yeah, I know. I'll get there. You know what I mean? But no, we've never doubted the vision you have, Tim, and that we all assembled together.
Yeah.
I want you to know that, yeah. So I'm glad this was fulfilling for you.
It really was. And thank you all. Honestly, this has been an amazing experience. Like the last couple months, getting to here, years, decade, whatever it is, a decade almost. Like, that's crazy.
Right.
And thank all of you. Honestly, am I looking at the right camera?
Jib up there.
Yeah. Thank you. Really, thank you.
Incredible stuff.
I don't know if any of us are gonna have a better answer for vision
Sorry.
than that.
Oh no, my vision is to go to the Ghostbusters premiere. I will figure. I'm trying to work
That's
my way.
huge. That's
That's
huge.
what I'm doing. I'm gonna get to that goddamn movie.
Yeah. Good.
Thank you. What was your joke gonna be?
Doesn't matter anymore.
He forgot it.
Was it
No,
really
I
going to be
remember
good
it.
even? Like,
We're finally cutting through it.
Honestly, here's the deal. Because usually I say it before I think about it,
Yeah.
and then I just deal with the consequences.
Sure.
But now that I've had 5 minutes to think about it,
Maybe it wasn't a good one. Maybe I should
glad I
have
didn't
done
make
that.
it. I'm glad I didn't make it.
no, he says.
Okay, so this is just also a conversation. It's 10:05. We've got 9 people left.
Let's fucking go through that.
Let's do it.
We're kind of funny,
Let's get 'em
motherfucker.
in there.
Everyone else in the
Last
chat,
thing
Jen,
don't
you're
raise
right. I'm
your
gonna be
hands.
late.
Last thing I'll say is, Greg, I look forward to that apology to all PC gamers. We all deserve it, and you will vouch for that. Please make sure it's typed in MLA format and double space so I can print that shit out and put it next to my PC. Thank you.
Well, just like in the bedroom, you couldn't get it done tonight. So we'll see you in February. Is that better?
Damn.
So this is the whole thing before you guys got
I
here.
can wait. I got patience, baby.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, SVR.
See ya, guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Next up, we got Can O Base Dakota. Sorry, I needed to wait.
Cannabis?
Cannabis.
Hello.
I was it was
Hello.
Cannabis.
Hey, I just wanted to say,
Yeah, I couldn't
love
see
you
the whole
guys.
name the whole time, you know?
Shut the fuck up. Is it cannabis?
Yeah, it's cannabis. Yeah.
It's okay. I love Joey.
We're
Yeah,
not making fun of Nick for knowing your name but not understanding it. I feel like that's something we
I've said
should.
cannabis
It's
so many
Cano
times.
Bass. It's Cano Bass. It's either. It's fine.
Oh,
I play
okay.
bass.
Oh, well, then it's not
like
Yeah,
to
see?
get high. It works.
I love it. What's your question?
Bassmasters.
I was wondering,
I do too.
what was your favorite piece of content from 2023 or moment?
Oh.
And I have one. It was when Jeff Jarrett smashed Greg Miller in the head.
great.
with a
Hell
guitar.
yeah.
Pretty incredible, right?
Man, the impact, I'll never forget that. Like, I've never seen that up close and personal. Like, you feel it. That was unbelievable.
That was a great time. That was a great time.
One that we got a lot of good feedback on, but I just feel like, we'll never kind of break through to the larger audience because of what it is, was Saw in Review.
That's mine.
Those are great.
100%.
I think like Saw in Review that's like where I felt like I was like just firing on all cylinders throughout all of Saw in Review. The movies are hilarious and awful and amazing, and I just had a freaking blast every episode being like, what am I gonna make fun of Jigsaw doing this time? It was just a great fucking time, dude. So many laughs in that review.
Saw in Review is the perfect in review for me because it's dumb and it's fun, and those are the best, and it's bad. Those are the best movies to talk about. Sometimes the really good movies are hard, sometimes the really bad movies are hard, and this is the perfect mix of all of that.
Yeah, I mean, Saw in Review. Like, I had an emotional moment during one of them. It must have been Saw 10, because it was like, holy shit, I can't believe we got here. But like, yeah, being able to do what we do, talking about movies with all you and Alfredo as well, like that was such a special moment for me. And yeah, like, great answer. Saw in Review, I think, is a fantastic, fantastic poll. Also, shout out to the Blessing Show.
Yeah.
I mean, just in general,
Crushed.
like, it was such a special moment, and like, I know that other people here might have that as an answer as well. But like that to me is the epitome of what Kind of Funny can be, which is we're going to put all of our resources into something we just believe in, and we just want to do something cool. And like, let's let us do what individuals here want to do and just back it. And that backing is allowed because of you. Thank you. Legitimately. Like, legitimately. We cannot do this shit without you. And you show up like you did today, and that allows us to do amazing things.
One more quick moment to throw out, which was just so cool because it kind of encapsulated how multifaceted this company can be, is when me and Tim are out in LA doing the Final Fantasy 16 preview, and Greg calls Tim and says, this Phil fucking Spencer interview.
Yeah.
Damn, I was gonna,
The
that's what I was
X-Cast
gonna
is
talk about.
killing this shit. You are not gonna believe this interview. And it was just awesome to like kind of just see all these different departments just doing awesome.
Yeah, and that's for sure my answer. Like, I think for me in the 10 years I've been listening and watching like video games content. I guess more than that because I've been watching YouTube since YouTube was a thing. One of the things I've like grown to appreciate and respect more and more is I've like listened to like proper games media, right? Like the IGNs, the Kotakus, the like YouTubers that I follow, and all the like the Jason Schreiers of the world. Is when people can like dig to the heart of the matter and unearth info and unearth answers that are like, oh snap, like you got to know exactly how to direct somebody in that direction to get that kind of response out of them. And I think Mike, Paris, and Gary were such like the perfect trio to talk to Phil Spencer in that moment, right? Like coming off of this perfect moment where it is, we've scheduled this interview, we're like waiting for them to cancel because Redfall just happened. Oh shit, like they're here, like we're actually gonna do this. And it is like us before they go on to do the podcast. Like I think it was me and Roger maybe talking to Mike and being like, Mike, you gotta ask the questions.
Yeah,
like, you better ask the questions.
That was the thing I just want to say. Like, I'm very proud of you, Mike, because like right before that was a thing of like us in the car and you looking at me like, what the fuck do I do? Like, how do we do this? Because it's a weird, unprecedented situation, right? To have the head of Xbox on your show after the biggest flop that they've ever had.
And that's not the reason why he was coming on.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like such like a gold mine of like a like I think for me it harkens back to who Kind of Funny is and like conversations we've had in the last few weeks in terms of like, are we journalists? Are we not journalists? Right? And like I think there's an element of there's different ways in which we look at our individual work, right? Like I know Greg during the Hot Ones episode was talking about how like Greg has a background in journalism, right? Whereas like I think Mike, I don't know if you ever looked at yourself as a journalist. I feel like you look at yourself as like a commentator, a hype person, a streamer, all these things. You're put in the seat of a journalist, and you did fucking journalism in that moment, and you stepped up to the journalism seat.
And then right after that, Mike and I drove and got chicken tenders, and he cracked his tooth on a chicken tender. Never got it fixed.
It was a rock hard chicken tender.
Rock hard chicken tender.
The hardest thing you'll ever chew into.
Man's gonna
Mike
save
goes
up
to
to go to a
dentist?
different country, but not fix his
Not fix his tooth. Well, I mean, it's not hurting. Then you're fine.
The dichotomy of man.
No, I think Phil Spencer would be the top in most of the lists, right? Or at the top of many of our lists in terms of it. And yeah, like I think there's so many different aspects to that. And I think it's the fact that, for me, and I try to bring this information back, but it's always so difficult because you talk to Tim or I talk to Bless or I talk to, but I can't talk to everybody, let alone the audience, right? Like Phil and Xbox not canceling that interview is obviously a huge reflection on them and how, okay, that's dope that you're in a shitty spot and this is bad, but it's such a reflection of what they think of us. And what I mean by that is that they knew you and us, Kind of Funny, would ask the questions, but they also knew that it would be respectful and it would come from a place of not trying to gotcha, but trying to be there for the audience and be there for the fans, right? And like, that is the thing I'm always shocked by to this day is when I'm at Game Awards and I am talking to the luminaries of our industry who tell me that they listen to the show and then reference Cole or reference some other, like, oh, you really listen to the show. You're not just saying that. That's not just something you're getting away, or start asking really insightful questions about what we do and how we do it. Like, that is how the industry views us, right? And so I think it's such an interesting dynamic of, it's not that they come on the show for softballs and it's not that they listen, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that they're there because we're going to be easy on them. They understand that we're going to be human with them. And I think that's a very powerful thing that, you know, if they were going to go on an unknown podcast, probably cancel. If you're going to go on a podcast that was going to be a little bit more, I want the headline. None of that was ever about the headline, right? It was about talking. Like, that's powerful, I think, in terms of what our perception is in the industry to the people that matter. You know what I mean? Like, that's always you hang your hat on, but it's so hard sometimes to see that when, again, it is the negativity that it wants to surface or whatever about it.
Trezimo says Roger skipping.
I did that. I got it.
Yeah, that's an early contender.
Early contender for 2024.
Yeah,
for sure.
100%. Yeah, it was a great year. You know what I mean? Of content and insane stuff. And it's the usual thing where you stop and look back at what happened, whether it was Phil Spencer or Todd Howard or a gigantic live stream, whether it was the black hair episode.
GTA 6, the GTA 6 trailer.
That
all happening.
Was such a moment.
I mean, and another one, right? Again, like that, we complimented so much of the time, but then as we are on to the next one, right? Like the failure to launch leaving SGF, and where that should have been a critical blow. That should have been a dark day. That should have been we have fucked up that we could not get out of LA in time to get home to react to Xbox Live. Instead, we made great content on the plane about it and almost got thrown off. And then, you know, on top of that, just told you, the audience, hey, we're going to react on a delay. We're going to get here. We're going to eat. We're not going to rush. We're going to go. And the fact we did the same numbers we would have done live was insane to me. I was 100% expecting to do that, go live, and like, cool. 500 people are watching us do this, and this thing will now limp out to whatever views it gets on YouTube. Instead, it crushed like everything else.
What a year.
What a year indeed.
I appreciated when Andy wouldn't let me slide with cupboards and drawers.
Don't get mad at me. It's how it's written.
I clicked
how
it's spelled, Mike. Bless. I was like, Bless wrote it like
That's
this.
how Bless titles it. That's how it's spelled.
Fucking bless. Fucking bless.
I want to selfishly shout out the Ahsoka screencast we would do, just because I love talking to Tim, Carboni, and Sage about Star Wars every week.
But then in review, you know what I mean? All the stuff you did in terms of like all the different Barrett special presentations.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are fun.
I'm going to shout out Rev Alex Martinez, I think it was. They usually went past. Maybe Martin in the chat that said Nick saying that sitting on a horse with Mike in reverse cowgirl is not sexual. Pretty much anything we did in Elden Ring.
It's a great clip.
I think anything we did in Elden Ring that almost ruined our
Honestly,
friendships
the Elden Ring
was
playthrough
arguably
was
the best thing.
And shout out as well, I know it was a little bit shorter lived, was the Baldur's Gate.
Those were great.
Fiasco of killing everybody, breaking Bless's heart off content about like, oh yeah, we killed Karlach. The first minute was fucking better, and like it was such a good time. Like again, like Roger coming out in just full on character of
Inspired,
Scarpino.
truly.
I felt it in my heart.
It was such a great, disastrous saga.
The Star Wars and the Zelda stream with
the singing.
with Kylo Ren karaoke.
Karaoke.
That was another great stream.
I want to give shout outs to the 90s and 80s action movie nights as well.
What a blast.
Those were really special and fun to be able to do as well.
Also, shout out to our interview with Ryan Colt Levy for Kinda
Yes,
Anime.
Kinda Anime was a blast.
Great. Yeah.
I love
Truly
that.
an awesome year, you guys.
Yeah,
Great
any of
content.
any of the survival games when we're getting in there yelling at each other, it's just like I watch those clips back and just like am laughing in pain because it's so goddamn good.
I love it. Thank you, Cannabis Dakota.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks, dude.
Incredible.
Up next, we have one, Aaron Sini.
Aaron.
What up, Aaron?
Coming to the table.
Coming to
First of all, shout out Joey for saying my name correctly.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Good job, Joey.
Do people say Shawnee?
Yes, all the time, including Greg.
I was going to say, do you think people say that because that's how you spell it? How it should be pronounced.
Damn it.
Tough.
He got you.
I can't spell my name Greg and say call me Ted. Congratulations on getting engaged, Aaron.
Hey! Woo! First of all, I just want to say congrats on 9 years, obviously. Greg, what do you hope to do with WWE this year?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, that's a great question, Aaron. more. You know, I talked a little bit at top level in Hot Ones with Raj, but it's the idea that, you know, this is awesome. We're about to wrap season 2. I believe we are going to do season 3. You never know what's going to go on, though. But I've appreciated being on the pre-show. I'd like to do more of that. Obviously, I'd love to worm my way on as a backstage kind of correspondent. Obviously, in a far-flung future, I'd love to be a manager out there, being a moron or whatever. But I want to do more. I want to make sure that when This Is Awesome does end, that it's not just like, all right, cool, well, that was that. Like, I'd like to do something more with them. If that would be like something like The Bump. I'd love to do something co-branded with Kinda Funny. I think there's a bunch of different options for us there or whatever. But like, the answer is just more. I think it's a great fit. It's a great outlet for me. And obviously, like, I just love WWE. And God, they're having it's such a good time to be a WWE fan right now. Right now, let's get to Rumble. Let's get to Mania.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right. Last but not least, Greg, come out and marry us.
No, I told you at Game Awards I retired from marrying people. I'm retired.
No, you said I might retire.
I said I had already started the wind down process. Blessing still is my book, I think.
Blessing's got game
yeah,
now.
I do have your book, and I'm also available for a price.
Blessing's got game.
For a price. Yes. I can be hired.
Oh my
Bless
gosh.
the kid told me that he just rewatched the video last week
heck
that you
yeah.
sent him for Game Awards, and he was like, "Oh my god, I just love him so much." So, yeah, come out. He's gonna be the best man.
Oh heck yeah! The video that he sent back was maybe the cutest video I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, he
Well, I
loves
don't know
you.
the story. What is it?
Aaron at Game Awards had me record a video for his son, who like is a big fan, right? And says that I'm his favorite host and all this stuff.
Oh,
right? And so
I'm glad I would have disappointed him as the officiant if I showed up.
yeah, he would have been like, shit,
Fucking Greg.
this ain't my guy. But then the kid sent back a video that was basically like, hey, like, thank you, all this stuff, you know, means a lot.
That's
and
awesome.
when I tell you my heart grew 3 sizes,
Aw.
like it felt like the end of the Grinch, and so it was fantastic.
Love it.
Yeah.
Very cute.
Done.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you, Aaron.
Bless.
Thank you.
You're coming out.
Hell yeah. Bye, Aaron.
For a price.
For a price.
Almost forgot that.
Up next, we have Mr. H2O.
Let's go.
Mr. H2O.
Kind of funny crew.
What's
Hello.
going on?
What
You're
up?
a little quiet, so you might have to speak up a teensy bit.
Sorry, using a weird headset.
It happens.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so one, congratulations to all the things you guys have done, how far you've come, and can't wait to see how far you go.
Thank you.
Thank
I do need to make an apology
I'll accept
to
it.
the Kind of Funny Next Gen podcast.
Oh.
I'm waiting.
I was the story about the friend who broke his friend's jaw.
Oh,
fuck.
fuck, dude.
That was a rough one.
Yeah.
Wait, why are you apologizing?
Oh, because I scarred you guys.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
a great story.
But I had a great time. That was a great story.
No, you don't need to apologize, but that was
a great episode.
Yeah.
Of
But it was
fully
like
put
you
to-
unleashed terror upon
Yeah,
you guys.
that was-
How are you?
Yeah, like,
after
how's
that
your
incident,
friend?
like, how's the friend?
Oh, bro, he's doing great.
best life.
He's eating shakes. Loves purees.
Did I buy him 2 cases of Jello? Maybe.
That's pretty good. That's a good deal.
Not gonna lie, I would need more than Jello.
Yeah.
For anybody wondering in the chat, one of the Next Gen podcasts,
What's the story?
Roger.
It's actually a Kind of Funny podcast. Technically.
Oh,
Right.
was it a Kind of Funny
Yeah,
podcast?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Takeover, right?
It
Yeah.
was a Next Gen takeover of the Kind of Funny podcast where we did a call-in show similar to this, or it was voicemails.
Yeah.
And Mr. H2O sent in a voicemail about how I think yours was the one of playing indoor
like baseball.
right?
Oh.
And they're
with
using
a
Indoor
pole.
baseball.
yeah, they're using like the
curtain rod. And the curtain rod
And
extended.
it
and
ends
went
up with a friend's broken jaw, and that's all I'm going to leave it at because it's a lot to hear.
It's a lot.
Great. And to clarify, it wasn't the curtain rod. It's the little, pole you twist to open and close the blinds.
You broke
Oh.
someone's jaw with that thing?
I'll do it again.
And it's much worse.
Whoa, the little tiny
Yeah.
cane looking thing.
Yeah.
Bro,
Damn,
when you're swinging
bro.
for the fences, it comes out fast.
That's
You
crazy.
haven't even checked for fucking roids. What is an indoor game?
Nick, be cool.
All right,
Hey,
I want to go
I
out
don't know if you
TRT
guys
too.
like,
Let's go.
I've
Give
heard
your
like
guy.
the stories of like a parent that's like disciplining the child, and the parent would be like, "Hey,
Go
go
get a switch."
outside and
Yeah.
like pick a switch,
Yeah,
right?" And you always
yeah.
pick like the smallest one, thinking that would hurt the least, but turns out when you pick like the smaller switches, those ones hurt the most
That's
because
things.
of like the aerodynamics. I imagine that applies to the situation
Yeah.
where it's like just fucking.
That's
slapped
gotta be
across the
a
face.
1 in a million shot with that little thing, though. To break a jaw, either that or his friend needs some calcium.
I was gonna say this kid also had the Mr. Glass disease.
I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It was a great voicemail. Thank you so much.
Oh, absolutely. Can I, real quick, I have one kind of serious question for the group.
Go for it.
So in the last like 2 or 3 years, I'd become a manager for a packaging line and really got to experience what it was like to be a leader of not only a department, but of people. And I wanted to ask the crew, what are some major moments that you as a leader were able to assess and overcome, even though it was a new challenge you hadn't experienced?
That's a great one. And it's really exciting. I'll start off because I was given the keys to the restaurant at a very young age and had to take that on. And I'll never forget, going up to the top of the mountain at 7 a.m., being surrounded by 50 employees who didn't want to be there, getting paid minimum wage to freeze to death, shovel snow, and flip burgers for a bunch of people who didn't care about any one of us. And it was always tough at a young age to try to garner some respect and try to drive people to be their best at work. And at 22, you don't know any better. You don't know where you fall. You don't know what you want to do, how you want to lead. And what I always try to do is the same that I am now. Just try to be energetic and positive and keep it real simple for everybody. But for me, it was always trying to find out how I can make one of them smile, care about them, learn about who they are. And I'll never forget Bob and Steve always took care of their own. And I think that was the biggest one. No matter how big the corporation was, no matter what the bosses above were pushing down on us, Bob and Steve always took care of the people that were around them because they knew that that's what mattered, was the people inside of our building and how we could take care of our own. So for me, it's always make sure to take care of those people and try your best. I know it's tough coming from both sides and being in the middle. It's never fun, but you can make it fun.
Good answer.
DC
Good
Hard
answer.
Rocker in the chat says, if only Mike had a PowerPoint then.
He didn't have the $99. He
Can
couldn't
we
do
start
it.
calling Mike PowerPoint?
No.
Roger
You're
should
cut
have done
off.
immediately.
For me,
yeah, go ahead.
I think, the thing I've taken away through, obviously, kind of funny, but I'll say 17 years of the career of being at IGN and everything else, is the amount of meetings that are serious or get serious, and then people leave and they get hung up on one thing that was said and then spin it over and over in their head, and it becomes this giant, like, oh my God, like this thing, this weight that they carry without ever talking to the other person, losing the context for the situation, all of that. I think most of you have been in a meeting with me, I'm sure. I think I did the all hands too, right? Where like what I say now when those conversations start, or I know we're getting into territory, like not like bad, but like, there's gonna be emotion, so let's all talk it out. I ask for the grace to be wrong. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think one of the things is losing sight of somebody as a human, whether they're your boss or your peer or coworker, right? Of just like, you get into this space of, we're in this thing, we're saying these things, and these are like, you're trying to cut me, or you said this thing that was super offensive, and like, you forget that person never, especially here, would never say that to you that way, but it would be easy to walk away that way. And so I think it's that idea, right, of trying to have that, but hey, before anything goes anywhere, it probably won't go anywhere. Let's remember that, like, we're all on the same page and good people and friends and peers and whatever. So, like, give me the grace to be wrong here. And, like, we can walk away, but then tomorrow come to me and be like, you said this thing and it couldn't be what you really meant, right? And go from there.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll go one more. One I always come back to is with Tim. Right? Tim started as this cocky intern. And I was like, I don't know, man. I'm 20 years into this field right at this point, like 10 years in, right? I surely know more. And then just realizing, like, oh my God, even someone who's been here for a really long time, you can learn from newer people. That actually strengthens you as someone who can lead a team because it opens you up to newer possibilities and makes you a better both leader and artist. That I'll never forget. That was a pivotal moment for me of being like, oh, that's awesome. Like you can bring new people in, you can teach them stuff, but you can also learn from them too. It's a great collaborative thing.
Yeah, and I want to jump off that because, like, literally, I was going to say the same thing. Like, both the grace that Nick gave me of me seeing a change in Nick, of him seeing that in me and listening and following it. And it worked both ways in that I've always believed, and if you've listened for 9 years to me talk about this stuff, like I've said over and over, and it's only gotten more true as we've gotten more and more talented people joining us at Kinda Funny, and even beyond Kinda Funny, even at GameSpot or IGN or Giant Bomb or Kotaku, anyone that we've met, anyone that we know in the industry that like has come up in this, like, this is a little bit of a tangent, but stay with me here. This morning, like, I was freaking out. I was talking to Joey, I was talking to Greg, I was talking to anyone that would listen to me. Like, this felt different this morning. Like, seeing the love that we got on social media from people of being like celebrating our 9 years, and not just, oh, it's a company that lasted 9 years. Kinda Funny is 9 years old. Yeah. We've been doing this for 9 years. That means that there are dozens, if not hundreds of teams, people, companies, whatever you want to call it, everything in between that exist because of what we did. And I feel such a responsibility for that, and appreciation it pushes me to like want to be better and want to keep going and doing what we're doing. But I know that all of it stems from me just caring about content, just being passionate about watching creators and like living that life of whether it was YouTube or EGM back in the day or anything in between, all of that stuff, and podcast, all of it. Like, I respected the shit out of the people above me, the Nicks and the Gregs and the Eric Harts and all the people at IGN that like made me who I am. But I also always appreciated the gameplay lab at IGN. Like the people that were like, yo, you're just brought in for this little reason, whatever. And I was like, no, like, well, I mean, yeah,
that was literally my job at IGN.
Of Gameplay Lab.
I was like, it was called something different when I started there, but I started at IGN for a 2-month contract doing that, and then they kept me on contract for years until they made me a full-time employee, and then a month later I left.
Well, yeah. Hey. No, but I think it's something very special to just be passionate about something and to want to teach and learn from your elders and the youth simultaneously, that I hope to never forget and never let that leave me. The moment it does, I've lost. Like that's when it's all over. Like, look at the shit we're doing now. Like I slacked Greg today. I'm like, I don't know if there's ever gonna come a point, it's not novel, that me, Greg, and Nick are not on any piece of content we're doing. Like, we're just in the other room as amazing things are happening in here. And it's like, we're just sitting there watching it and laughing and enjoying it. Like, it's so funny. Roger and Mike doing.
What is my vision? I was like, what is his vision?
Yeah. No, it's all of it. It's so special. But like, I think that the best way to lead is to listen. Like, listen to the people that know more than you, that know less than you, everything in between, because it's not equal in that way. What's equal is passion. What's equal is you trying to learn more, and that's the way to go.
Yeah, I think a core part of Kinda Funny is whenever somebody is really passionate in a discussion about a decision one way or another, everybody else trusts that person in whatever avenue or whatever it is. And this is not just like a we trust Nick, Greg, and Tim thing. If I feel really strongly in one direction, we talk it all out, and they're like, cool, then that's what it is. And that applies to everybody at the team. And I think that boils down to learning from people above you and below you. And I think that starts too with the founders being really, like, when you hired all of us, I always can't speak for everyone, but I think we're on the same page. There is an immediate confidence in what we've been hired for and that we can do it, which I feel like is very empowering. And is not the case in a lot of jobs. Like, usually you have to earn that. But you guys just kind of inherently have that, which is very appreciated.
Thank you for saying that. And I believe in that.
And I like that it was so true that you all had to stop us at some point and be like, you also have to manage us. Like, oh, we thought you're all great at your job, so go do it. Like, you want advice? Okay.
Yeah.
Right on. Good question.
Good stuff.
Love that.
Thank you,
I
Mr.
love
H2O.
that.
Thanks for that.
Thanks so much.
No problem at all. Thank you guys so much for all that you do, and have a great year. Can't wait to see what comes.
Couldn't do without you.
Up next,
the jawbreaker.
someone whose hair may or may not still be too long. Mr. Batson.
Oh my god.
God, I love that hair.
What's up, Batman?
It's getting there. We're getting back to before the haircut.
Yes.
Still haven't fully recovered from when, Greg devastated my long, luscious locks.
Hey, man, I cut it, and then guess what happened? You got married, so I think it all worked out pretty well.
Hey, you know what? Maybe you're onto something. Maybe you're onto something.
knocking down the first domino.
Andy, how's your battery pack looking?
Might be off.
Oh,
soon.
I turned it off. I went pee and then I started working more on the 3D model and I forgot what I was doing. Hey, I'm back.
Thank you.
Matt,
That's
what you
crazy.
got for
Kevin
us?
took my question. But no, first off, congrats, guys, on 9 years. It's incredible. So happy to have been there
Thank you,
since
Matt.
the beginning and still here today. Love each and every one of you and fortunate to have gone and visited you. But I have 2 questions for you. Actually, before the 2 questions, I have 2 statements for you.
Whoa.
These aren't questions.
Okay.
Mamma Mia in review, Shrek in review.
Oh,
I love
you
Shrek.
don't even know how hard I'm
Question.
pitching for both of
I
those.
want
things.
Shrek.
Well, first off, Shrek 5 is rumored for 2025, and I promise you, if that happens, we will do Shrek.
Tim's gonna say this
Clip it
every
out
year.
for me,
Shrek
Chad.
5
Let's
rumored
go.
for 2026. Like,
And Mamma Mia, when we do that, we have a little pizza party because it's a pizza movie
party,
about
yeah.
a little restaurant in Sicily.
I
I
like
hate
that.
this bit.
Let him have this. We need this motivation.
It's just a movie about a little mom and
They're
pop
just
shop.
Joe-
We need
Star-crossed
any
lovers.
support
How
we
can they
get,
do
all
it?
right? If he thinks it's a movie about a pizza restaurant and that gets us an review, let's let him have it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let him
fine.
have it.
You won me
You're
over.
just gonna sit me down with a little personal pan.
You can order that Pizza Hut that you've been clamoring for.
We get you the pizzas, Lunchables.
So to go to the questions here, I got a little choose your own adventure. We have the basketball pay-per-view and we have Winging It with Josh and Greg. What do we want to talk about?
Basketball pay-per-view.
Sure.
All right, basketball pay-per-view, right around the corner. Obviously, it's the hot topic on Kind of Funny Day. The whole community's a buzz about it. We're all on the streets talking about, oh, have you guys heard the news? Basketball pay-per-view is coming up. So, as the preeminent basketball reporter in the community, shout out Snapback Sports. What news do we have about the basketball pay-per-view here on Kind of Funny Day? And what all are each and every one of you doing to prepare for it?
Excellent question, and I'm going to take this one. We've been working very hard on this for a while now, and the pandemic stopped it from happening when we wanted it to. Then we built a studio, a lot of this and that's and what's going to happen. But like, real talk, me and Joey sat in a room and went through single thing that we promised on any thermometer ever, and we're like, we got to do it all. Like, we have to make this happen, and we have to make it happen right. What are the things that matter the most? And we looked at the basketball pay-per-view. I'm like, this is the thing that matters the most. And we came up with an idea that, honestly, I believe in so much. I think is so great. Andy's bought in. It's going to be awesome. And it's all just about timing. It's going to happen. It is. We promised it, and we're going to deliver. And
Yeah, because we're running out of my prime. Like, is the main
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, and Tim pulled me aside a few years, maybe a year ago now, and said, "Hey, you got to lose 50 pounds in order to participate." And here I am. So I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for this to happen. This is my moment.
No, but real talk. There's where we're at right now. Like, jokes aside, everything aside, like, it will happen. It will happen this year. It will happen in 2024. I promise you. We have not put much work into an actual plan in the
there's
last
the vision for
couple weeks, but there was
Mike
a
has
vision.
a vision board.
I have a PowerPoint ready. No, but real talk, like, we know what the final product's going to be. We just had a lot of things.
It's more
we have
like
to get done.
logistics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, it will happen, and it's going to be awesome. And Matt, you're going to be involved, so don't even worry.
Be careful what you ask for, man.
Yeah, because one thing I definitely don't want, even though it was a lot of fun, was when we did the stream
2v2.
basketball game.
Yeah.
The 2v2
A
game.
lot of people remember how great me and Nick were.
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Performance.
And the microphone situation, still serviceable, but like, we don't want that to be the end product for this. We want this to like look awesome and sound awesome and have equally
got the death rattle back there. Mike's dying.
Normal day for
we
him.
want to have equally as dumb. We want to have equally as dumb bits to go along with like the actual playing of basketball. So.
Yeah. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be really good. And like, I also, this is weird, but I want to say it right now. Like, I don't want to set expectations too high. Like, at the end of the day, we're kind of funny. Like, what we have right here is like so crazy, and like we work so hard to make this stuff happen. And I understand the like desire to like see major changes and growth and whatever. We're not gonna make movies. We're not making TV shows. We're not doing this stuff
The Peacock TV show.
It's
Yes.
awesome. Like, look,
put the blushing on.
Yes.
Imagine a basketball game that's filmed on camera with a couple of sideline interviews that are going to be funny, and there's going to be extra dumb bits of, possibly screwing me over, making me play with one hand behind my back, still dominating somehow. That's crazy.
Let me put it this way. We put so much work into today. We're going to put this much work into the basketball thing. And if you enjoyed today, you're going to enjoy that. Like, that is what I promise you.
You okay, Nick?
So loud. Sorry, guys. I'm just so hungry.
Nick's fucking gone, I'm gonna tell you.
I'm tired, a little drunk.
Your hands are shaking.
Fucking talking like Sam punching that ass.
Oh my gosh.
He's flicking
Thank you,
stars.
Matt Batson. Do you have anything else?
9.5.
Nope, that's it. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Matt.
Good to hear from everybody.
Love you, dude.
Up next.
See you guys.
Bye. Another familiar name. Frankfurter.
Hey!
Stage.
What up, Frankie?
Hello, everybody. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
Phenomenal.
I am doing well. Actually, I've got a glass of wine in my hand. I want to cheers you guys. Happy 9 years. Greatly
Cheers.
appreciate everything you've done for the community.
Cheer too.
So cheers to you guys.
Thank you, Frank.
There's a bajillion things I would like to talk to you guys about. I mean, I can talk about anime with, Mike and Barrett.
Let's just talk about the One Piece. And is it
Let's
real?
just talk about the One
After
Piece, Mike.
400 episodes.
Here's Mike's PowerPoint.
Cue the PowerPoint, Kev.
Mike's saying, I'm reading the comic and I'm watching the show. And Leanza was like, but why not, why are you also reading it? And Roger was like, he's looking at the pictures. Let's be honest.
The word reading, doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. One of my favorite pairings that's happened in the last year is the relationship between Mike and Roger.
No, it's
this
fucking
is such
amazing.
a real buddy cop movie.
They're an old married couple.
I fucking can't with these two. The fucking moment that Roger got a car and Mike was
legitimately angry.
gutted. Gutted.
He took it as a personal affront.
Yeah. Even though Roger was like, and I quote, I'll come pick you up in my car. And Mike's like, no, dog. It's
When
not
Roger
the same.
said, Mike would walk in and be like, hello, Roger. Was a different person.
He started doing Trello requests and shit.
Mike from his...
You're looking well. I see you're looking well.
Yeah, literally.
Mike from his desk emailing Roger.
Cordially.
I bought an email client.
Why are you on Outlook, bro?
It was all because of the skunking. Remember that? Never forget.
The skunk. What are we talking about?
What was your question? You got a big one.
So, of the bajillion things I would like to discuss, the one thing that I do want to ask, with the death of E3, and you guys being a big, prominent, contributor to E3, what are the chances of, not necessarily in 2024, but in the future, of you guys going to live events like a PAX or a QuakeCon or, whatever other convention?
Really quick, our biggest contribution to E3 was killing it since this was the last host. And
That's true.
This is true.
Yeah, that's
Smart.
true.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Retribution for banning you.
Exactly. It was an inside job. Jeff's like, they banned you. We'll kill him for me. And I said, I'll do it, sir. He's the Emperor. I'm Darth Vader.
Wow. And then you betray him?
That's cool.
No, I don't have. Ben's got to get way older.
Oh, okay. With the lore, okay, I get it.
It's sort of Achilles' behest.
You say as many shows as Tim has killed for you guys. I mean, Greg, you killed the biggest one of them all.
Yeah, that's what I do. The honest answer to that kind of goes back to what you were talking with live events, right? But to take it more to a live event coverage aspect, I think they'd have to be the biggest thing. It would need to be an E3, which SGF is, which we'll continue to cover the way we continue to cover SGF. I think I loved PAX. I always enjoyed Seattle. I always enjoyed Boston. It was a weird thing where those shows were already starting to become something different than they were when I went with Damon and we'd go and cover everything in Indie Mega Booth and do all these videos and do all that stuff, to where bigger people were leaving, and then just the landscape of how you cover indie games shifted so much with people having demos or Day of the Devs or SGF, that now I don't think the coverage is what you go to PAX for. You go there for the community building and stuff, and we're lucky enough to be big right now as we are. We're 11 people, not big, but big as we are, and have so many different avenues to interact with the audience, let alone the opportunity to do our own events and do our own things, that I think, you look back at the 9 years, again, crazy to say that, of Kinda Funny, and how hard we went at PAXs in the past. Remember, none of those were ever, hey, we're just going to cover PAX. That was Square Enix wanted us to host like 19 panels and was going to put us up the entire week, and they brought all 5 of us out when there was that many of us, right? Like, those were what we're sending there. Jobs will always send us places, like when we went to CNE and we went and did the stuff up in Toronto, right? When Nick and I did we did CNE,
Toronto.
then we did, I had
That's
two,
right.
I had
There's
2
two
different
Toronto, yeah,
levels
that's right.
in Toronto. But yeah, we went up there for the Halloween expo that we did. I forget which one it
Ghostbusters.
was. Yeah, it was awesome. Like that kind of stuff, those gigs bring us places, and then it trickles down into being it. Same thing with an RTX back in the day of they'd send us out there to do a bunch of panels, then we'd throw the meet and greet and yada, yada, yada. So it's a weird thing of like, I don't see the day coming back where PAX or QuakeCon, which is so outside of our scope, right, would be something we'd go to for news. It would be more that somebody wants us to go host a panel, and they would, but even then, it wouldn't be all of us. It would be me or Bless or whoever's going out there.
My plan is to get real fucking thirsty on the internet with these goddamn devs and third-party people and be like, send me and Mike out there to just talk to folks. I want to shake hands. Because the thing is, any other time it'd be on our dime. We would have to be paying it. We would have to, and it's just not always like the best deal. And I really want to go to one event this year that, like, Summer Games Fest was a blast, but I haven't been to a PAX in 6 years by this point, and I would love to go to another event.
You really want to go to another event with Mike where he'll inevitably just like ditch you?
That's true.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
New Mike 2024, he's got the vision.
You're his best friend.
As somebody who's now done 2 events, just me and Mike, event Mike,
Different
a lot
person?
of communication. A lot of communication. We get on the same page. Mike's like, I'm heading to the thing. I'll see you there at some point.
That
I'm
may
like,
have been
cool.
because I scolded him real hard.
Don't forget
Well, Mike knows he's gonna have to deal with the wrath of Joey if he fucks me over. It's also
Yeah, and I'm letting you know right
Mikey.
now, your boy's really into Pokemon Go, and there's a lot of events, and I haven't been to a real life in-person one. Next month, there's one in LA. I'm trying to convince Goldfarb. He's like, Tim, we really don't need to do it. I'm like, but dude,
that'd be
what
cool.
if we did?
What do they
if
do
we
at
did?
this at Pokemon Go?
Make it white.
Physical things. Like,
Oh,
there's
that's sick.
physical Pokestops.
That's
And you walk
really cool.
around and shit. I'm so in. I'm trying to convince him. Everyone, tweet at GarfEP on Twitter and just be like, hey.
GarfEP.
Like,
I mean,
is that
Garfy.
He doesn't get it. Remember, the acronym is Greg always regrets fucking elderly people. That's the way we used to do it on Beyond. That's how we used to do it on Beyond.
That's an
Still
OG
sticks with
one.
Garfep,
Haven't heard them in
Garfep.
so long.
I will say, in the hypotheticals that Tim and I have talked about, there's probably, I feel like, if we're gonna do any events, all of us, it's gonna be here. I don't think we're all gonna travel.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I don't think we can afford to.
Yeah.
I mean,
With
for the
11
budgets
people.
and what we do and how the company works, like we couldn't say like if tomorrow fucking Riot was. We would have said all of Kinda Funny to go. All right, sure, what the fuck else?
Yeah.
I'll say I do want to go to PAX West, like, and that might be something that I do on my own. I don't have any like explicit plans to, but like that's something I want to do just for the fact that, like, you know, before I lived here, I lived in Seattle and I went to PAX West every single year, and I miss it sometimes. But I also know
for sure.
Like,
That's a cheaper flight. Come in.
and it's a cheaper flight, and also it's an excuse to like visit my sister that lives there too. So like, I might end up going there on my own dime, but like that's not a promise.
Not to mention, like, again, like, especially for you in Seattle and PAX West, and the fact that we hired you in 2020, and then bam, everything changed, right, for the world and how travel and yada yada. Like, I would love for you to have that opportunity, because it will be night and day to go there as Blessing from Kinda Funny versus Blessing from OK Beast. You know what I mean? But like to actually do that or do panels there and have
I think
that
that's
kind
when
of
I
stuff.
met Blessing.
Yeah,
At PAX West, but when I was before Kind of Funny, when I was still at Rooster Teeth, and and Kevin let me sleep in the bedroom with him.
So nice of him.
I just slept on like this little couch nook. It was a glorious time. We had the best pizza ever.
Yeah, my dream is, I mean, growing up, going to you guys and seeing you at RTX and Past Wet.
TwitchCon, dude.
It was truly incredible. And the dream is always to get Blessing, Roger, Andy, myself,
TwitchCon.
Joey, Barrett, the younger class, to go out to one of these and
Yeah.
be able to show off our skills and have some fun. By God, Square Enix, pay us and send us. Tell Tim, cut the check.
No, real talk. Let's jump off that. This is a very important thing. When we do sponsored events, when we do partnered events, when we do things like, y'all know us. You know how we interact. You know the content we make. You know what we do. Today we announced that we're doing the GDC stream.
Yeah, the
we
mix
did
stuff.
one last year. We're doing it now with the Indie Mix. It's about to be even better, even more amazing. Y'all showing up for that stuff means so much, and then it convinces people, oh, they have an audience. They're gonna show up. They're gonna watch it. We're gonna put on a great show. It's gonna be worth doing. That's how this all happens. And the more that y'all show up for that stuff, and we appreciate it, and we try our best to make it the coolest stuff possible that we're saying yes to. Like, we're not trying to say yes to anything. We're trying to say yes to things that we believe in, to some extent, at the very least, like, to make something dope happen. And when y'all show up, which you do, that allows us to then go to an expert. I mean, Greg and I are working on some stuff right now. Who knows if it'll see the light of day? But like, we're now in a position because of your support and because of this team's talents that Greg and I are shooting our shots in 2024 like we've never done before, man.
We're finishing calls and looking at each other like, fuck, okay.
All right, let's hope
will
this
be
goes
awesome if
somewhere.
This happens, yeah.
Yeah, man, and that's the type of thing that, like, thank you for your support and understanding and belief in what we're doing, because those are the things that, like, I think could create a renaissance of us as a whole group going to big events and doing bigger things and doing stuff. But it's very cool, and I think we're on the precipice of something special.
I think this past year was the fucking last straw where I was like, I'm going to TwitchCon next year. Every year I'm always like, should I get... Seeing like even more and more people that I know from different communities going out, I was like, all right, fucking 2024 is like the first year I will go to TwitchCon.
I also see people in chat talking about Evo. I plan to go to Evo this year. Like, again, that would be a thing where Kind of Funny is probably not going to send me to Evo. I'll probably just go like on my own, but Evo's another thing that I've been wanting to go to.
There's
like,
a way that they might fucking, like, people there might, bring out Blessing as the fighting guy from Kind of Funny, like.
Yeah, like if I can find an opportunity to go, like that's gonna help me go, then for sure I'll take it. But like, regardless, I will be at, I plan to be at Evo. Like as long as none of my friends get married, like as long as nobody gets married, like anything crazy happens, like my plan is to be at Evo because I've been trying to go for years, and so.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Frankfurter.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for the great 9 years.
Thank
you.
Always a pleasure.
Talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.
Up next, we've got Enigmatic.
Oh,
Enigmatic.
Hello, you're live.
Hey guys, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. I've been a fan for the longest time, all the way since the Beyond days, and up until the unveiling of the original Kind of Funny. Greg, what the hell, you still didn't choose me at SD Comic-Con last year?
What was that?
Say that again.
Say that one more time. You cut out a
Greg, you did not choose me at Comic-Con last year.
I
I
apologize.
was the guy with the yellow hat.
Listen.
Oh.
I fucking tried. All right, you know what I mean? I can't. I'm out there. I need people to get up and play this goddamn Twisted Metal game. All right. I'm doing my. I don't know what you look like. Your fucking name in the chat. What do you want me to do?
Game Awards nominated Twisted Metal.
True,
All
but it
right,
wasn't at the time.
My question for you guys is, this is more of a wrestling-related question.
Hell yeah.
But go ahead and book the road to WrestleMania, especially after the grand reveal of The Rock that occurred on Monday. I was in the building for that. It was amazing.
You were in the building for that?
Yes.
Fuck yeah. Day one, San Diego, all right.
Tim just like got into the elevated gamer, like,
Dude, he got excited. No.
he leaned forward.
I'm saying,
I gotta win
dude,
this game of FIFA.
keep it simple. I know it's like, okay, whatever, but especially after tonight, we're getting a fatal four-way at Royal Rumble in addition to what undeniably is about to be two of the best Royal Rumbles we ever saw. CM Punk's winning the men's. We get it. That's going to be great. We're so excited. The women's Rumble, what's going on? Sasha returns, baby. We gotta lock that in, okay?
Yeah.
Naomi, she returns too. Let's just fucking go all
Here's
out.
the rumor, right?
I mean, I'm all in, bro. I'm all in.
He's
okay?
booking. Let him cook.
Yeah. So we're doing this. That's going to be great. Elimination Chamber, though. That's where The Rock fights Roman. I know it's like, it's not Mania, it's whatever. It's Australia. They're going for the biggest stadium out there they've ever fucking had. The Triple H's era of WWE isn't about the Big Four. It's about the Big 12. And I'm all about that. Let's make every single pay-per-view matter, man. Do it. Let's go. So Rocket, Elimination Chamber, Roman wins. Everyone's going to be like, holy shit. And then Cody finishes the story at WrestleMania. That's it.
So, you're somewhat right. Punk wins the Rumble, goes up against Rollins at Mania. However, this Elimination Chamber Rock thing, don't get me wrong. Whenever Rock fights Roman, great. I'm excited. Can't wait to see it. Doing it at Elimination Chamber, giving it then 1 month to get back on track for Cody finishing his story. I've thought the whole pacing of Cody finishing his story has been off. I've smelled something fishy in the air, all right?
It's a smell.
Well, The Rock is cooking. I don't know if you want me to finish that or not.
I don't like these fish.
And he snaps them out of existence, then there's a manatee talking to him. Because it's as smart as a 15-year-old, apparently. Anyways, I say I agree. You want the bump for Perth. You want Elimination Chamber, right? Just promote it that's where they're going to sign the contract. And it sucks to a degree, but The Rock is still fucking there. You get the music, you get the pop, you get the circumstance. They do a whole bit down there. Of course, shit pops off. Rock bottoms them. You know what I mean?
I hate you, Greg. You're right. I haven't thought about this.
Then we go to Mania. We actually do the match there. Rock loses. Roman retains. I think Roman keeps the belt all the way past SummerSlam, beats Hogan's record for having the world title, and I think then we try to get Cody back on track to take it and finish the story there. I don't think you necessarily have to wait for WrestleMania to do that. I also don't think it would be the worst thing in the world, and I know it's like it sounds like a divisive issue of like, oh, Roman's had the belt too long, but are we not all still eating this up? Is it not still fucking awesome, have this come out and have it go off this way?
I hate that you just fucking, I was so convinced and all.
It's just like Cody's story, that is still the thing, and I think letting that cook even longer is just a bigger chip on his shoulder. Let alone, I think it sets you up for a really interesting setup of you get to Cody being like, I missed my shot at Mania, I'm doing the thing right now, I'm Money in the Bank, whatever he wants to do, how you ever want to challenge for it. But then also I think it gives you juice for Punk still. Because I think Punk goes through. I think Punk does win that title. And then I think he gets on the mic and he's like, yeah, I main evented WrestleMania. I lived my dream. Night 1. That's not main event of WrestleMania. The main event of WrestleMania is the final match of WrestleMania. And once again, I'd wait for a fucking part-timer to come in and get that. And that could even be that Roman flips and then wants to go for Punk because of how they talk shit. You know what I mean?
He's Jordan Peeling this. How does he know? What does he know?
We're living in a great time right now with WWE, everybody.
Why was Joey laughing at Nick?
Yeah,
drunk.
You're taking dumb faces.
We're like vibing with what you're saying, man. We get every second.
We get it. We're
Right.
big WWE guys. Look at us.
WWE boys.
Dang. Look at us.
Thank you for your question.
Guys, here's hoping that 2024 brings nothing but success, more growth for you guys, and quite honestly, I can't wait to see what else you got planned for us. You guys are awesome. Hope to see you at San Diego Comic-Con this year.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully.
Let's go.
I got to make a PSA. We've had 5 people left for the longest time, and I'm a little bit drunk, and I can't tell who the new people are. We called it a while ago. We can't. No more raising your hands in the Discord.
Yeah, we had 9 people an hour and a half ago.
So,
Hold on, real
throwing
quick.
that out
I just
there.
want to say, CJ
RC?
RC, yeah, says these dudes are still 12 at heart, just talking about what's happening at WrestleMania. I love it. Thank you for letting us do this. This is amazing.
Perfect. Robbie Rob plays. You're next.
Hi, Robbie.
Accept. Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
All right. Oh, I wanted to say thank you so much for, of course, all these years. I'm not a Beyond person. I came much later, about 2019 or 2018. I believe it was 2019 when you were Kit or a band from. Year was that 2018?
Banned from E3?
Oh.
Yeah.
That would have been 2019, right? Yeah.
Yeah, summer 2019. Yeah, started kind of listening after that because I'm a mail carrier, and being able to listen to the countless content throughout the day, daily, makes it very nice. Starting with Kind of Funny Games Daily versus whatever up at 6 a.m. Pacific, and just going along everything. But one of the biggest things was actually the community here, especially because I've been a mail carrier for 7 years now, and when COVID hit 2020, I want to say everybody loved it. No one did, but it did allow me to meet a lot of the people like I've been talking to, like Joe Burden's here, and a lot of other people, and I also was able to meet the guy sitting there. Back right, Mr. Snowbike Mike.
Michael.
Hey, Robbie.
Hey. Yeah, I remember you walking your pugs. You would join, listen to us. Keep the camera on, by the way, facing it towards the ground. And walking his dogs. But around that time, too, of course, we're all talking and whatnot. We all know Mike is a flake.
Yeah.
And I want to go back to September 2019, 2020. Hey, Snowbike Mike. It's Robbie Robb from the Kind of Funny community Zooms with the wedding information. Because we were going to have you shoutcast the wedding over the Zoom.
I remember that.
Yeah, you do? Well, guess what? You never respond to me.
Yep. This all checks out.
Yeah, that sounds like this sounds completely normal. If it makes you feel any better, Robbie, he does that to his close friends too.
Yeah.
My phone's on silence.
It's a silent society.
It's a silent society. They don't allow ringers anymore.
Oh, don't worry. I got divorced.
Oh,
damn.
Oh.
God damn.
That's on Mike.
It would have gone better because of Mike, I promise.
Oh, no.
Yo, Slap.
But no.
I don't know if you should be doing this.
Just say it again.
Oh my gosh.
But no, my actual question to finally end me, doing this nice long chat here in the very end, is there has been talks about redoing the state kind of ranking.
Oh, the state
ranking.
ranking.
Yes.
I haven't heard that.
there? I wasn't part of the month ranking, and I'm very
once
upset.
or twice over like the last 9 years. Who knows? But
Water.
I bring up if there will ever be a chance that you guys do that again, and would Washington become an S state?
Where did we put it the first time?
F tier.
What's wrong
That's
with
a
you
big
guys?
jump.
Blessing has
Washington's great. What's with the Washington hate?
It was probably some dumb joke about DC or something, like some connection. Something
DC's not in Washington.
something that didn't make any
All the
sense.
politics happen. Washington D.C.
Oh, Washington's great. Washington's dope. Like if you like nature.
So what tier would you put it in?
Washington? Like B, at least B.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put a B tier.
Okay, well, in all seriousness, it was A tier.
Oh. There you
Oh, like
go.
they put it in A tier?
Yeah, it was
that's
an A
fair.
tier.
I'm not mad at
Hey,
it.
It's an S tier.
Typical Washingtonian just lying to us, trying to get his way. That's why you can't trust the fat cats
A
in
dishonest
DC.
state.
It's now it's a B tier state. Hang up on Robbie. Now it's a B tier.
Okay.
I take it back. I take back all my harsh words. I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh, no, perfectly fine. But no, thank you so much. I only brought it up because, of every big industry, Starbucks, Boeing, Amazon, Microsoft, Bungie.
Oh! Every big
and different, award-winning games like Alan Wake 2 and Last of Us Part 2.
Infamous Second Son.
A lot of 2s. This is your second chance.
Soon to be a national champion of football.
So because
We'll
the
take that under
finished
advisement.
game, Alan Wake 2 takes place in Washington.
Yep.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't pretend that this is outside of the realm of reasoning for Kind of Funny.
Hang
these
up.
rankings.
Hang up on him.
You're the best
It's a B state. It's a B tier
All right, it
state
was
now.
nice talking with all of you.
Thank
I gotta
you.
go and actually get my my new partner fed. So we're going to Applebee's. So
Half off.
It's 11:01
All right, love you all.
in
Bye.
Washington. What Applebee's is still kicking?
Half off apps. Half off
Price
apps.
advertisers.
Man, we used to
Happy
do
hour.
25-cent
Yeah,
wings
after certain
back in
When
the
do they
day.
close?
Not like one.
We've got Mizuki.
Fridays used to be open till like 2.
Mizuki, is that how you say your name?
Hey, Mizuki.
Mizuki, David's fine. It's fine.
Okay, well,
David.
it doesn't say that on your name, so I gotta go with whatever you
I
put.
didn't change it on the server. Okay, it's fine.
Hey, David, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Phenomenal.
All right, I'll keep it short and sweet. thank you for the 9 years. Hope you get at least 9 more.
Thank you.
We hope so too.
My one
Then we'll be
question
legal.
is just, what brings you all the most joy out of what you do every day?
Oh, good question.
Ooh, that's a good question. I'll kick this one off, actually. The question was asked earlier, like, what was our best content of 2023? Like, goes back to this day today. I think was going to go down as one of our best pieces of content.
Yeah.
It's at least from like a fun to do, enjoying everyone's company and having a great time making content with everyone for 2024. So this today is like what we look for, what I look forward to. I woke up super excited, and this hit on all cylinders for me, and it was just a fucking blast.
Yeah, I think that, and to piggyback off that, right, like, you know, what gets decided better, what do we like about the job? It's making content that connects with you, the audience. And so, you know, your point, Tim, of like, oh man, what's going to happen? Are they going to like the changes? Seeing the chat when we were running the video and people being stoked about it, coming out and revealing, hey, this is the thermometer and it's all today. And people like, oh my God, what a great idea. And yeah, we have to fund and we have to do that show. And then people, you know, me and Roger finished the hot ones and people are like, oh my God, that was amazing. It's like, that's what it, because it's like, today has felt special from before we were even live and just tweeting about it and responding, and like to have it actually delivering and every piece of it going as well, right? I think we've never had a stinker of a Kind of Funny Day stream, but when it is more the whatever's gonna happen, we're gonna fuck around. I'm like the loose structure we had of like we have these shows to do has helped out a lot, I think, in terms of like, cool, no one feels like, what are we doing or should I go home, except fucking Mike, who wanted to come out and immediately like, they ain't put me on camera. I've been here since 9:30.
They caged the tiger.
Mike, you left like
You should
30
never
minutes
do
into
it.
the stream, and you're just like, see you later, Barrett.
I
And then
forgot
you-
my glasses.
Tiger's breathing so loud.
The tiger's old and has asthma.
I mean, I love that I get to come to work and laugh every day, and everybody here is so fun to be with, and yeah, it's just like, it's the dream job, talking about shit that I love, and hopefully making you all laugh too, and making your days brighter.
Yeah, it's just an absolute blessing. You know, like I can never call my mom and tell my mom, oh man, I had a rough day at work, made mac and cheese wrong. Like, you know what I mean? Like I say that, and I'm like, this is so dumb. Like, you know what I mean? Like it means a lot to me in those moments, right, when it's stressful or whatever.
Totally.
But like, I'm like, this is just such a blessing that I'm able to hang out with you guys, laugh every single day at work, talk about video games, hang out. Like, it's
No,
just.
you're not enough for reviews.
No, but like,
mad at you.
I'm just able to laugh at my place of work. Like that in itself is just a blessing that not many people have.
Yeah.
And it's I love you guys, and I love coming to work every day, and yeah, it's really beautiful.
Roger, I love you too.
We
I'm
love
the only
you.
one who said it.
Yeah, thank you.
He knows
Thank
it.
I nodded when he said it first.
It's funny. After the interview today with Raj, I wanted to hug him, but I knew I'd burst into tears because like, he got me so emotional. And then I was like, for like 15 minutes, I was trying to psych myself, and I was like, well, now the moment's passed. I don't have to worry about it.
No, I hugged him out there and I burst into tears. He didn't see it, but I did.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hug him now. 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 Give it up for there it is.
Yeah, we love
I
this.
took on his tippy toes for that.
Yeah, no,
Now
honestly,
skip
like,
back to your chair, Roger.
I just want to say like what everyone else is saying here of just like we all care so much, and I think that comes with the goods and bads, the negatives. Like every comment like means so much to us from everybody, and like I hope that at some point the positive comments can mean as much as the negative, and I don't think human ability
Nature
will allow that.
Yeah.
You know, and that really sucks because I do think that we're very, very, very we're a special group. We really are, and that includes the people listening and watching. Like, this is special, and there's more positivity than there is in many communities, and there's a lot of negativity too, and it's impossible to just let the positive win, and I wish that wasn't the case, because I know how hard we work, I know how much we care, I know how much you guys care, and it's weirdly off balance when it comes to how much we let it all affect us, and I'm very proud to work with a group of people that day to day we can vent, we can have conversations, like we can cry and like not be judged by it, but instead be supported for it, and in all of that stuff in between. Like, I just think it's very cool that going back to the WrestleMania thing, like I get to be 12 years old forever.
Yeah.
And there's nothing, I fucking stand by this. There's nothing cooler than what a 12-year-old thinks is cool. And like, that's our jobs. We get to do that. And I care so much about that. And I know you do too. And I know you do too. And that's what makes this special.
Yeah, I always go back to my dad telling me, like, go get that job you want, because I hate my job. And I make decent money, but I hate what I do. And like, I want you to go pursue that art thing you want to do. And like, it's crazy thinking to other places that I worked, like just in retail or whatever, before I like joined the industry in game development. But it's so cool to like, as a fan, be like, man, in a year and a half, we'll be fucking, I'm looking forward to Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yeah.
Or even even at the beginning of last year, being like, holy shit, Tears of the Kingdom is this year. And having that lead up, having that hype, like all of that is just like, it's a fucking dream come true, man, you know? As somebody who just grew up watching all the games conferences and everything, you know?
2.5 months to Ghostbusters.
Oh, man.
The movie?
Ghostbusters thing is in 2.5 months. Tragic.
Another VR game?
No, the movie.
I did like a comment about what's it called?
Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
They were like, why does this look like DLC for the movie?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you all for bringing me some joy for the past like 7 or 8 years for me.
Thank you for doing it for us.
Appreciate
I love it. Sean Old, you're live.
Joey is about one wrong move away from falling asleep on the couch. How many more are there, Joe? 3 now?
This one and one more.
Okay.
And then we're done.
That's so funny.
Sean,
and thank you guys so much for taking the time to go through. I really appreciate it. I thank you guys, really.
Thank you.
Thanks for
I was just laughing at Greg going, Sean.
It sounded so much like the old Beyond bit. Like, are you in the room
I'm
with
gonna
us
need
now?
I gotta get that as my text tone, so I'm gonna have to clip that out.
Sean?
So I got a question, but just a quick little preamble. I've been listening to a lot of the stories tonight, and it made me a little bit emotional just hearing the impact that you guys have. I think you guys have helped out a lot of people, myself included. I know I started listening in 2020 when you guys started the XCast. I was a little low and lonely, and you guys got me through that and going
Well, of
through.
course you were.
I
You're an
know
Xbox fan.
Jeez, thanks,
Not much to brighten your day there.
Okay, let's
Hey,
focus.
man,
This is a compliment about me. Let's focus. Let's focus.
Thank you, Sean. We're joking around. Go back to it.
No, I just really wanted to thank you guys for that. But it's weird how Andy mentioned earlier the meme of the dominoes hitting and going through. Me starting to listen to you guys back then led to me pursuing a different career. I ended up actually getting hired at Linus Tech Tips on their sales team.
Sales team. Let's go. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
And it was wild because I asked him in an AMA some advice, and it was, again, super inconsequential. And he just said, really, it just comes down to just being cool. And I was like, be cool. That's
talk about
easy.
this all the time.
Me and Joey,
awesome.
dude. Cool. That's it. Just be cool. It'll get you so far.
When did you get hired at Linus?
It was back in November of 2021. But that Be Cool helped me out. I got promoted. I led the sales team for a little bit, and then got actually a bigger offer after that outside the industry into a more senior role. But because of that moment, I was able to do a dream trip to Europe and propose to my fiance. And we've been able to get through all this crazy stuff in the economy just because of that one little moment. So thank you guys so much for that. You guys do a lot for us.
You don't want to ever try too hard. You want to try hard, but not too hard, because that'll rub people the wrong way and kind of like, enough of that person. But you were cool, and that got you, and that's fucking so sick. I love that.
Yeah, just be cool. We're all in it together, right? So with that, I just got a quick question with that. What would you guys say? Do you guys have any moments that were maybe, might have seemed inconsequential, but then ended up having a major positive impact on your own lives?
Wow.
I mean, I want to jump off on this with the opposite. Like before the IGN story and everything, I do feel like I have moments that I look back on that I'm like, I tried too hard. I was not cool. And I think saying, oh, just be cool sounds like, oh, that's not real advice. But I think it is. It's be genuine, be you. I think being you is the best thing you can possibly do. Whatever you truly believe, and work on that. Like, it's not just, you don't start out cool. Like, whoever you are isn't just the best version of yourself. Work on yourself, because the moment that you believe in who you are, you're cool. That is the definition of cool.
Self-awareness.
Self-awareness, being cool, being who you are, and liking that person, that's cool. Then just be that person. Don't be anything else. And it will get you farther than you'll ever try to go otherwise. And I look back at things that I did, and I'm quite frankly embarrassed, or regrets, or this or that. But the moment that I was like, I'm just going to be me because I love who I am and I believe in it, I have room to grow, and I still do to this day, a lot of room. But I'm very proud of who I am, and I know that I'm cool. And I proved it. We've all proved it, you know? We all have done that. And I think that's the thing. It's like, I don't know that there's a moment that I could talk about that was like, oh, an inconsequential thing. But I do think that me trying to make consequence resulted in disaster.
Yeah, I mean, jumping out of that, right, like, I don't have, like, the sliding doors moment, great example of it, but it is the fact, in our industry especially, right, like, back to the Roger thing to a degree of, you know, I just try to be myself or whatever. I'm shocked by the amount of people I work with now who were Kinda Funny best friends, or were a PR person on a game that nobody gave a shit about, but I gave them an email response, or, you know what I mean, like, the little things like that that resonated with that person, and then years later they come back into my life through the careers and the job or making a game, and they remember that. It's like, oh, that's fucking cool. I don't even remember that exchange, but it was big for you, so now you're, you know what I mean? Like, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think being cool is not liking the cool things. Like, it's very much just treating other people in a genuine way. Something that I feel like all of us and people in the games industry in general are really good at picking up is if someone is trying to talk to you with ill intent, or just with the
social climbing sort of thing.
Exactly. Yeah. You might think you're really sly about it, but it's just it's a vibe that you get from people. And so my biggest advice is just maybe we just like to build connections because you're genuinely interested in other people and what they're doing and things like that. Like, not with the expectation that it's going to lead to something else.
Yeah. You're not being nice thinking it's going to come back to you. You're just being nice to be nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Good question.
You guys are so rad. Thank you so much.
Congratulations
again, and can't wait for 10 years.
Hell yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you. Our last one is TJK84. There's other people that raised their hands in here after I said not to.
Too late, don't do that.
And you're not getting picked
Joey's
on.
not that drunk.
No, at this point you just have a headache.
It's a hangover already.
TJK84, I have requested you to speak, and you have to accept the thing. Are you still here?
The happy hour hangover.
Yeah.
Are you here? TJK84.
TJK.
This
Going
sounds like
once. I've seen TJK's name. in chat
TJK,
a
do you
lot.
copy?
It sounds like the beginning of contact. It's like,
TJK84.
TJK84, are you there?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
added me in the
TJK84?
chat saying I've been here a while ago, and I saw that, and I was like, I know, you've been on my radar because you were the last one for a long time, and now you're not here. TJK, you've got like 10 seconds or we're calling it. There we go. We got
There
you.
we go, TJK.
Here we go.
What up, TJK?
Are you there?
TJK, do you read us?
You were here, and then you left us.
Ground control.
John Drake.
TJK.
I'm making an executive decision. TJK, let's pick someone else.
He's the last one.
Oh, he was the last
Or
one?
they're the last
I
one.
thought there was other people that raised their hands.
Yeah, but now they're
No,
gone.
no,
John
goodbye.
Drake messaged me Assassin's Creed 3 Black Flag.
John Drake is a fucking savage on Twitter. Just responding to me and just saying this was me skipping and saying this was horrible to look at.
I keep replaying it in my head over and over again.
Huh?
I keep replaying it. Like
Yeah.
it's like you
It's
press.
not good
It's like
for
you
me
press square
either.
to Grand Theft Auto.
It's just like
Oh my God.
It's such a genuine reaction from Mike. It's like, oh no. It's like, oh no.
I thought Roger was like trying to do that like hover.
Oh, yeah,
that, like,
slick back.
levitation
No,
thing.
I'm just trying.
TJK, are you there? This is your last call.
No, okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm so sorry. I have no idea what happened. I'll keep it real short. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Obviously, everybody you guys have said you guys are amazing, everything like that. Andy, big fan of your personal streams. I just bought some merch the other day.
Thank you.
I just real quick wanted to say, out of all 9 years I've been watching you guys, I don't feel like it gets shout out enough. Nick Scarpino has just been absolutely amazing. And like from watching you guys 9 years ago, when you guys started up, Nick being on a gameplay, anything video game related, it was a joke, right? It was like, hey, Nick's here playing video games. No, he's absolutely killing it now, and the streams and the comedy that he brings to it, and I honestly value his opinion on everything. And personally, like the fact over these years, you listen to him being afraid of jiu-jitsu and stand-up comedy and doing all that stuff. Just the 9 years of Nick Scarpino have been absolutely amazing. You guys are all amazing, but I just wanted to especially call that out because I don't feel like it's called out enough.
Yeah. Well, thank you, TJK, and I would like to go ahead and apologize for trying to drop you from this call. Because I feel like that would have been a huge mistake. So thank you for working through your tech problems.
Bitch in the ass.
That was awesome. Damn it.
All I picture was the gif of the old man still got it.
No, thank you for those kind words, man. I appreciate it. Thank you
worries
for
at all,
hanging
bro.
in there with us. Everyone, thank you for hanging in with us. The extra hour and 18 minutes, 20 minutes.
Sitting
that
on
we've
a
gone for
horse
this.
with Andy reverse cowgirl.
Not sexual. God,
Not sexual.
But
Real quick, I do just want to say, shout out to Nick.
Yeah.
Nick is
Yeah.
awesome. I back everything said there. Nick has improved so much. He's fucking went full into Kind of Funny, and like it's been so amazing to
I
see.
finally committed.
Letter of intent.
I was half in, half out for those first 8 years, but year 9.
I was pretty skeptical.
Here's a weird question that I thought of as we wrap this up. How old was IGN when we started?
This is what's weird about next year, is that I remember I got hired at IGN and then was there to celebrate the 10th anniversary of IGN.
Yeah. Which means that
I got hired in 2007. They were a 97 company. So, yeah.
So, which means that I got hired in 2005.
Yeah.
Which means that this company is older than IGN was when I started there.
Yep.
Wow.
Wow.
Hey, I'm done. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. This has been great. I can't deal with that at all.
That is crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, this was episode 0 of Happy Hour, Kind of Funny Happy Hour. If you enjoyed it, of course, head on over to patreon.com/kindoffunny, where you could join the Happy Hour tier. Once a month, the show will be exclusively on patreon.com/kindoffunny. Of course, once a month, we will pull the same way from the Discord people at the Happy Hour tier to come be a part of it. However, remember, Happy Hour is $25. The tote bag and the premium items that are monthly, the physical good, are $50. That's not what we're asking you for this year in 2024. We're asking you for a Kind of Funny membership over on patreon.com/kindoffunny or youtube.com/kindoffunnygames. You can give us $10, get the Kind of Funny membership, and get each and every one of our shows ad-free, get the podcast live as we record them, and get my daily video vlogs Greg way. Of course, that is the $10 that keeps this machine that is Kind of Funny rolling. Remember, you can gift the $5 membership on youtube.com/kindoffunnygames. Then, of course, you could increase on your own to $5 to get up to the $10 level. No matter how you choose to support us, whether it be your money, whether it be your time, whether it be your ears. You know what I mean? When you listen to a podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right, cool, I got there. We can't thank you enough. This has been Kind of Funny Day 2024. This has been 9 years of Kind of Funny, and here's to many more. Until Monday, when we're back with your regularly scheduled program, it's been our pleasure to serve you.